to know. All right, okay. Anyway, good morning there.
Wow.
Jeez, that's an overreaction. How are you? Nice to see you.
I care.
You care about what? About who?
About Rihanna and Neo.
Oh, well, I mean, I care about Rihanna in a lot of ways, Jay.
I know you do.
Maybe we're not on the same page there, but that's fine. For those of you, what?
I'm good.
E. Oh, did I ask yet?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. It's pretty mechanical, I guess, to ask.
Wow.
I didn't hear. Oh, another overreaction. I guess I'm not as well as you and those who are wishing bad on me after Friday's show. You're off to a good start because I'll have I have a cold, Terry. I have some tissues plugged up my nose all morning.
Nice.
Make sure to breathe all over you. And,
Cool.
yeah.
Good deal.
Yes.
It'll just add to all my sickness.
Huh. It's the never-ending stream of germs
I know.
out there.
Yeah.
That's the way it feels when you're a germaphobe, and then all of a sudden you get... I went to bed... I haven't been to bed as early as yesterday since I was, 6.
Really? What time
I
did
went
you
to
go?
bed at, 8:30.
Whoa.
I felt so sick.
Wow. And any better?
Oh,
Did it help?
Well, I took some Tylenol, so
Oh, okay, good.
I'll make it through the show if that's what you're worried about, Terry.
Right. Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to fall over on you in the middle of the show, I hope, and leave you hanging like that.
Oh, good. Glad to know.
Where's the temperature in here? Is it high?
It's
Is
at
it
the
low?
usual.
The usual.
I knew you were going to ask, just for some reason.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Been hanging out with Miss Cleo or what?
No, I don't know. But I always check it.
Where is Miss Cleo these days?
She was
in
11.
jail, right?
Well, yeah.
She's not still in jail, though.
I think she might be.
I don't know.
I think she's home for the holidays, but that's just me. I like to think nice thoughts. Anyway. What do you got on today? A little... What would you call that color, Terry? A little teal? What do you call that?
I would say it is. No, it's a green. It's a
Oh, jeez. Well, it's a shade of green.
forest green.
No, it's not forest green.
It's not
if you're to
teal.
keep a piece of meat in your fridge for about 6 months and then go check on it, that's probably the color it would be.
No, I said it wasn't teal right after I said it was teal. It's in the family of no, it's not aqua.
But there's some kind of moldiness color.
A mold color green. You're right.
It's infection green.
Okay.
Okay.
Infection green.
Yes.
That's what I have on today.
Wow.
All right. So you got a lot of well-wishers, huh, from the show on Friday? Because you mentioned...
Oh, I got so many emails. It was crazy.
Did ya?
I know you did too,
Oh,
Terry.
my gosh.
Yes, a lot of moms out there.
Whoa, moms, dads,
Wanted to
young girls.
Take a piece out of my ass.
Whoa.
But,
Had some issues.
yes,
But,
I didn't do anything. That's all I have to say.
okay. Neither did I.
And they even wrote about that. Don't say you didn't do anything. You know you did something. All right. It's fine. Anyway,
All right.
we don't even know what the situation is now. Mm-hmm. Man, I never thought it would be such a big deal. My gosh. When Rachel first
Huge.
called in on Friday and
Yeah.
said she fell in love online, big whoop. Who hasn't? I'm in love online.
Big whoop.
I'm in love online about 27 times over, Terry.
Yeah, but 27 times over, you're not flying to somewhere else.
Says who?
Trying to meet somebody you have no idea anything about.
What do you think the Christmas break is all about, baby?
Every day, flying somewhere new.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I'm lucky I have some money socked away for 27 trips over the holiday break. So, I don't know what you're all getting so worried about. My gosh. Anyhow,
All right.
we will come back and get things started for a Monday. We are in mid-December. Where are we at? What's
already,
today's
the
date?
11th.
Like the 11th? Is today the 11th?
It is.
I don't think it's that far along.
It is.
It is the 10th.
The 10th.
Oh, okay.
Terry, always so close.
Always.
But even with the date,
Yeah.
Sorry.
no cigar.
Oh, well.
We're in double digits, though.
Yeah, we are.
December 10th. There's only... Do you count Christmas Day as a shopping day? There's only 14 days till Christmas or 15 days?
I wouldn't count Christmas Day as a shopping day.
No.
Unless you
Not
shop
open.
at 7-Eleven.
Well, they can get some nice gifts at the last minute.
You get something.
Yes. I'd take a large Slurpee over some of the things I'm going to get this holiday season. Are you kidding me?
Pepperoni stick, lottery tickets, and 40 of OE.
You know what? I think I'll do all my shopping at 7-Eleven for the Christmas season. The way you just put it that way?
I know. What did you say? Pepperoni stick. Lottery.
Some OE.
Yep. Not bad.
No Cataway.
Yeah.
Better than a sweater.
Hell of a lot better than a sweater. Yes. And they're open Christmas Day.
Yeah, they are.
Some, yeah.
So you never count Christmas Day?
No.
You count Christmas Eve?
You do.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Open till 6.
That's where I do all my shopping.
So safe to say
Yeah.
14 shopping days till Christmas.
Correct.
All right. Sounds nice.
All right.
So, with that in mind, we'll come back.
The T-Man Show.
Is Will Smith a human beatbox?
Please say yes. Please. Oh, good.
Will wowed the crowd in Hong Kong today, getting back to his hip-hop roots at the premiere of I Am Legend, opening December 14th.
Oh, yeah, I Am Legend. That's a must-see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Isn't there some sneak previews for I Am Legend around the country tonight, or what? Now, what's the premise? He's like the last man on Earth because there was some meteor storm, or there was some plague, or there was some...
Bacteria, yeah.
There was some nuclear war, or why is he the last one standing? He survived when everyone else didn't. Why? Because he is legend.
There you go.
Huh.
Well, he hypothesizes that he was bitten by a vampire bat. That's why he's immune to it.
Well, that's the normal way of thinking, I would think.
Really, he's not alone.
He's not alone? There are other humans. There are some...
Well, they're vampires, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why he's a legend, because the vampires look at him like we look at vampires. He's the last of a dying breed.
This movie seems like it could be very good.
Yeah.
And it could go south really fast. It seems like it could be very interesting, and it could get very stupid really quickly. But I think it's going to hold up.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Vampire movies are always pretty scary.
Now, why is it... I mean, this isn't... I've never heard of anyone describe this movie as a vampire movie.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the people that are still alive are like vampires. They only come out during the night.
Nocturnal, if you will?
Yes, and they hate him. They're scared of him because he can walk during the day.
He's a daywalker?
That's right. And they think he could kill them in their sleep.
Wow.
That's why he's a legend. They don't know if he exists or
But
not.
there are no humans left on the planet. Humans have been wiped off the map.
Not
much.
as we know them.
Only
Right,
vampires. Vampires lucky enough were sleeping during the day when the plague hit.
And that's when they think he kills them.
Uh-huh.
Just like we're scared of vampires killing us in our sleep.
Right. Worry about that every time I tuck myself in.
That's why we sleep with garlic and things like that.
Yes.
Right.
Terry sleeps with garlic because she likes to snack during the night. Anyway.
Yeah,
Tomato
garlic.
sauce and some cheese.
What are you laughing at back there, Mike?
can see her sleeping with
Why are you
garlic.
wearing a Pittsburgh Pirate hat, first of all?
Because I like that. It's a black and white hat.
All right, take it easy.
I'm just saying.
Do you know
Just saying.
I don't even think he knows the Pittsburgh Pirate hat.
I did.
Probably
Well,
not.
I mean, like when I was getting it, there's only
So you bought it for the colors, is that why?
I did.
You love such exotic colors like black and white.
Well, there was only so many Yankee hats I can buy. I got like 30 of
Wow,
them.
I don't know why you're wearing Yankee hats. You like the colors of the Yankees, which is black and white as well.
That would be a hometown of mine.
All right. Really?
Yes.
You're from New York?
I am from New York.
Is that right?
I am.
How come I didn't know this until this minute?
Really? I've been working with you for like...
I don't know what your name is. Anyway, do you like the P? I mean, the P is it? Do you know the P stands for Pittsburgh Pirates?
I
or
did
what?
know the P stood for...
Or is it
Pittsburgh.
pertain to something? Maybe you felt it reflected a certain image of yours, and the P in your mind is something completely different other than Pittsburgh Pirates. Maybe it stands for, I don't know. How would it be significant in your life? Have you ever thought of that or no?
I didn't really...
Player?
There you go. I didn't really think about it.
Pedophile? Penis? I don't know. What could it be that you're trying to send out there as far as the image to those who see you with your fancy little hat on?
It was merely a color choice.
To match his outfit.
Well, you got to be okay with the P on there.
I'm perfectly fine.
I know that, but you gotta feel like it stands for something in your world. No, you never gave that any thought.
I didn't.
Never thought, how does the P relate to me?
Last thing on my mind.
I mean, when you're sitting there at Liz and you're making your decision,
I was sitting there for a while, too.
and you're mulling over all your options.
Which lid should I get?
The P had to call out to you somehow.
What it was is that the black and white Yankee hat, they didn't have my size, so I went to the next best thing. The black and white Pittsburgh.
Why does it have to be black and white when it comes to your hats? Why can't you throw a little color in there?
Well, because I needed a black and white hat.
You needed a black and white hat.
To go with his outfit.
It does go with his
Yeah,
outfit today. I understand.
exactly.
Everyone take it easy.
All right, just let me know.
You sound like you only buy black and white hats. Is that not right? You have some hats with color or no?
I do have hats.
Oh,
with
you do?
color, yes.
All right.
So you don't discriminate.
I don't at all.
And you never sat down and figured
equal
how the P relates to you.
No, but I'll figure that out today.
All right. No, it's too late now. I mean,
Well, I can come back to you with a list if
I
you want.
figured you did that when you made your selection, when you were about to go to the register and make your fine purchase.
No, I didn't. But for future cases, I will.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, pay.
that much thought into getting a hat?
I don't know.
Well, sometimes there is.
I think you should put in that much thought if you're not.
Okay.
I think
I never really
you got to be
considered
okay.
that.
You got to be okay with the P.
Sure.
All right. Can't be totally anti-P and be wearing the hat.
I'm definitely not.
You're pro-P?
I'm very pro-P.
Okay. That's all I need to know. But you never actually made the connection of how it relates to you.
I didn't.
Okay. And you didn't realize when you bought it that you were buying a Pittsburgh Pirate hat. Trust me, you don't know anything about sports, and I know it.
Okay.
You like the colors, and that was the honest little aspect you gave us there.
You're right, T-Man.
Well, don't just agree with me because I said so.
Jeez.
No, I mean...
I can move on now.
Okay, moving on.
Now I'm not ready to yet.
Okay. It's your show.
Is that right?
I believe so.
Wow.
It.
Well, then I'll put on Swagger.
No way.
Yeah, Swagger.
I'm finally in a protest.
Fine.
Have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for the call.
That's
There he is.
it?
He's filing a protest. Well, you want to find out about what and to
Yeah.
who and why? You're really that interested?
Yes.
Huh.
My college.
Wow, against your college?
Yep.
Why, what'd they do to you?
They stayed open during hazardous weather conditions and kicked people out into a dangerous storm.
All right. Sounds like you're trying to find yourself, Swagger.
Well,
That's
but
what it sounds like to me.
Right.
I'm going to be this political, real loud voice. That's what I'm going to be now. Is that what you were trying to... You're trying to, like, find yourself, your voice, your cause? What? What is this all about? What's the big deal, man? You're a grown man now. You go to college. You can make an adult decision to not go on any day you don't feel like it.
right. Just because it's open doesn't mean you have to go.
Right. They don't. As a matter of fact, they'd like you to stay away, I'm sure.
Well, there's some people I know that missed tests because those days they couldn't make it here.
Well, I'm sure if
So
they
you're in
talk
the-
to their professor.
You're in the school right now that you're coming on the air saying you're protesting against. You're at the school right
I'm
now.
going to be filing a formal protest.
Formal protest.
Wow.
Why didn't you say so?
Well, that means he walks in with a tuxedo and hands it to the dean of the school.
And what is involved in this filing of a formal protest?
First off, I'm going to type up the protest.
Top hats and tails?
Get over 100+ people to sign it.
Oh, okay.
And then what?
I'm going to send it to the president of OC and also to...
Sounds like you've given up on girls again. Is that right?
I have not given up.
Maybe he thinks this is the best way to get some girls interested in him. Oh, he's
What,
such the
some girl-
rogue. He's such the rebellious, fight the system guy. Oh, that turns me on.
Wow,
Swagger, give me the
sexy.
schlong. Is that what you're thinking here? What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking that.
No. Well, what are you thinking then?
I'm thinking that the actions taken by Olympic College were stupid.
All right.
I
don't
have
really
a,
care.
but I have a question.
You know what?
Oh, I guess not. Never mind.
Go ahead. Ask your
I was
question.
going to say that, so I take it that these students who were not able to make it there due to the weather, the professors are still holding that against them? What? They can't talk about
They
that?
all failed.
I guess so. Is that why?
Y'all failed tests or what?
I don't really get it either.
Many
I
many
don't.
missed out on tests.
Yeah,
You know,
but that,
something tells me if there was really some issues as far as people getting to the test that was scheduled for a certain time, they'll make arrangements for those people to take the test at a different time. Something just tells me that this isn't as big a deal as you're making it out to be,
Well,
Swagger.
there's also the fact that they kicked people out into the middle of a storm and they had no place to go or could not get home because of how bad the road conditions were.
Swagger,
Yes.
what a cause.
focus your attention on touching a boob, would you please? All right. You still are a man who has never touched a breast in your life. Is that the status still at this moment, or what?
Correct.
Okay. Correct. How old are you now, Swagger? When are you going to be 22?
April.
In April, he's going to be 22, Terry.
Wow.
He's never kissed a girl or touched a boob. You haven't tongue-kissed a girl yet, have you?
No.
You think maybe this is something you should be more focused on than whether they kick people out in the cold and the wind when you're all pretty much grown men and women, right?
Yeah.
We want them to provide a bomb shelter for you or what?
Well, I just think it was a little bit harsh or, inappropriate for the school to
All right,
kick
I
people
think it's a
out.
little harsh that I'm talking to a 22-year-old man, basically, who has never been kissed and has never touched a breast. Do I have a right to think that?
Mm.
Good answer. My son.
I know.
I'm glad I'm just using that term. That's not really accurate, Terry.
Right.
Man, if I'm having this discussion with my true son at age
Yes.
13, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have tongue-kissed a girl by age what? 10, 11, what? 12?
What?
Latest?
Later.
22-year-old man here.
I know.
Never any contact of any kind. That's not a concern of yours? When does this become concerning? When do people file and sign a petition for this? To have this end? Why are you getting all quiet?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Tell me when you come up with some answers, please.
Well, I don't think it would be fun to protest against it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, most of the friends I have don't think I'll even procreate.
Well, you're a long way from procreating. All right? You have to kiss a girl before you can even... I don't know.
I thought he was going out on a date.
He went
with
out
some
on a date. It
girl.
was a disaster, Terry.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Every contact he has with a female, Terry, is an utter disaster.
Gosh.
I would not say utter disaster.
All right, what would you say?
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. So that would mean progress.
There's been some.
Oh, yeah? Where lies the progress?
I went on a date.
Well, that is
Yeah,
true.
but the date was a disaster.
Not really.
All right.
I just wasn't interested in the girl.
Because she was heavier and not
Did he get to spank her ass a little bit? Was there any contact of any kind? What was the where's the progress? You were able to communicate and got more comfortable with having some kind of association with women. Is that the progress or what?
Well, first I went on a date. That's one.
All right.
2.
All right. Let's seriously go over this. Last year he had never gone on a date.
Right.
All right. So he sees that as progress.
I do too.
Last year at this time you had never gone on a true date. Is that right? Is that why you're saying this is progress?
Yes.
Now this year, a year later, flash forward, here we are. He's gone on a date. Yes. Last year he had never kissed a girl.
Right.
Last year he had never touched a boob. Those things are still intact.
Fine.
But you can eliminate him never going on a date.
Okay, let me scratch that out.
Scratch that off.
Check.
But if the date was a disaster, I don't see it as 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Oh,
now
wow.
convince me that the date wasn't a disaster. What happened during this date that would make me feel like, oh, you're right, it wasn't a disaster?
Well, we went to the movies.
What'd you see?
It was Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
Yeah.
So it must have been fairly recently.
Cute little comedy there.
Nice choice.
Yeah.
Keep things
I didn't
light.
think it was that funny.
Well, I'm sure it was a horrible movie. I haven't seen it, but you had the right idea of trying to go to a lighthearted comedy.
And, after that we talked about the movie, but that was about it.
But then again, he laughs all goofy and at the wrong spots, Terry, so he'd probably just make it that much more awkward for any girl to go to a movie with him. But, all right, so you went to Fred...
I laughed in that movie, actually. It really wasn't a comedy.
All right, well, it's described as a comedy. Anyway, you went to see Fred Claus, and what happened?
That's what we did, just see Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
But turn silently away from each other and walk away?
Yeah.
Well,
Bye-bye.
the thing was, she was being pressured by her friends to ask me out.
All right, fine. When the movie was over, what happened then?
She drove me home, and that was it.
She drove you home.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a car.
2 steps forward, 1 step back, he describes this time in his life as.
Right.
Where am I missing the 2 steps forward part?
Well, I went on a date, but I wasn't interested in the girl.
You weren't interested in the girl.
Yes.
Do you find you're interested in any girls?
Yes.
Do you have any interest in that? Now that you're a 22-year-old man, or in the next couple of months, do you have any interest in going to like a strip club or anything like that?
No.
Why?
Because I don't see the need for it.
The need for it.
The needle?
Oh.
Wow.
All right, Schwags. There you are.
Okay.
2 steps forward and 1 step back. That would be a net difference of a step forward.
Ah,
Yes, I did the math.
very good.
Well, that sounds like progress, Schwager. I don't see it, of course. But if you do, it doesn't matter what I see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you planning on asking anybody else out?
I've already tried that.
Oh.
And how did that
No,
go?
it sounds like no success.
She said I was a very good friend.
You were a very good friend, but she didn't want to go out with you.
Yeah.
And you just pretty much accepted that and walked away. You called her a hooker. What'd you do?
Oh, why
I
would you?
accepted it.
You accepted and walked
Good
away.
job, yeah.
I don't know. I like
What
to
is
get
he
one.
supposed to do?
I like
Call
to-
her a hooker because he's
you gotta get
mad?
some kind of dig in there too before you just walk away, save a little face. But he's a bigger man.
Yeah. Sounds like
Schwager. Oh, this is really bordering. This is bordering on the pathetic now, Schwager. Yes.
Well, I was going to say, so now are you attempting to go ask out women that you are not necessarily friendly with that you're attracted to?
No, I'm going to try again with the girl I already asked.
Well, she said no. What makes you think a week or two later she's going to start saying yes?
Well,
oh, you're the guy behind that petition?
No.
You're the guy that goes, whoa.
It's more of, she said she would kind of be interested.
So you're not giving up. You're going to be persistent here. You're going to keep asking her out.
You're saying there's a chance.
All right. So what are you going to hit her with when you ask her out this time? How are you going to go up to her? What are you going to say?
I have no idea yet.
Do you have any kind of date in mind, a visual of where you would go and what you guys would be doing?
No idea yet.
All right. Schwager, always a pleasure to talk to you, and not a really.
Yeah, well, I usually shoot my ideas from the hip.
Oh, gosh.
Well, let me tell you, Schwager, that's good to know.
Jesus.
Take care, Pilgrim.
Okay.
All right, there he goes. He's lodging a formal petition against his own college.
Yes.
And he has the audacity to be at right now.
Right.
I mean, you're filing a petition, at least steer clear of the joint, right?
I agree.
If you hate the place so much that you want to see bad things happen as a result of your petition to it,
Right.
then why are you sitting there trying to learn stuff?
Because I need an education.
Mm-hmm. I see. That is the reason, yes.
Asking the same person out might be kind of tough, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to move on.
I don't accept your no.
Just go with the strange women.
Just go to a strip club.
Wow.
Go to the VIP room.
They all like you.
I'll pay for all of it, Schwager. My gosh, why don't you just ask me? This will be your Christmas present. A little VIP access.
Nice.
You know what's going on in the VIP areas of strip clubs these days, right, Terry?
Sure.
More times than not.
All right. What about that? Oh, some of this. Not over there. That 2 hands or 1 hand? All right.
That could be Schwager.
He wants to ask the same girl. Hey, remember how you said no to me on a date? What about now? No? Okay.
Am I getting warmer?
Try back in a couple weeks then.
He's got the...
Jesus.
There's no sense of urgency there. It's a little concerning. He could end that run of never touching a boob in his life tonight by going to a strip club.
Sure.
I mean, it'd be a sweaty, kind of...
Yeah.
Sounds good.
high mileage boob.
High mileage. Do you take a sweaty high mileage boob over no boob at all?
It's a boob nonetheless,
Right,
Dave.
that is true.
The T-Man Show.
Today there are reports Reese and real rumored boyfriend Jake Gyllenhaal were seen snuggling under a blanket on a recent flight from Frankfurt to L.A.
Oh, yeah.
Reese's ex, Ryan Phillippe, has been spotted out and about with his new stop-loss co-star, Abby Cornish.
All right, yes. From the game Hand Fortune. Anyway, Reese and Jake Jiggleballs, Terry, they really seem like they're going strong here.
Yes.
Which is still something I'm very leery of. Terry, she was in a marriage where she promoted herself as the anti-Hollywood marriage, and then all of a sudden it fell apart at the seams and looked as typical as a Hollywood marriage can look, and then a few weeks later she starts going out with Jiggleballs, and now they're like the happiest people in the world. It just seems, something doesn't seem right. Something's amiss.
Oh, this is my soulmate. Never mind. This one here, this guy.
Yeah, I was wrong. I thought it was that guy that I had 2 kids with, but I was mistaken. It was Jiggleballs all along.
Yep.
Well, sometimes it takes a few to find the right one.
No, what you're really trying to...
Really?
What you're really trying to say, and you're not finding the correct words, is that Reese Witherspoon is a fraud!
Oh, jeez. Aren't they all, though?
Well, I thought some weren't. I thought Reese was different. She's as fraudulent as anyone in Hollywood.
Today there are reports Reese and real rumored boyfriend Jake Gyllenhaal were seen snuggling under a blanket on a recent flight from Frankfurt to L.A.
Well, that's okay. Anyway, it's very exciting.
Yes.
Speaking of exciting, I see Brandon had a threesome over the weekend.
All right.
And now he's on the line, Terry, and now his girlfriend is upset with him because she felt he was into the other girl more than he was her.
Isn't that just typical, though? That always happens, right? People
Oh,
get involved in the
maybe
little threesomes and somebody gets hurt because they
Sounds
feel
like
the attention went somewhere else.
I think we're laying it close to home there. Kind of story,
Oh,
Terry.
yeah, Terry.
That's why threesomes are ridiculous.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened to me.
Yeah.
Brandon, are you there?
Yeah.
Brandon, how are you, bud?
Pretty good. How you doing?
So how serious are you with this girl? Is she your wife? Is she a serious girlfriend? Do you live with her? Are you just starting to go out? What's the story?
No, we've been together for almost 5 years now.
5 years. And this was the first ever threesome you guys had, or you've had some in the past?
No, this is the first one.
First one.
We've talked about it in the past.
Talked about it. They finally went through with it, and look where it got him. It got him to Fightsville all weekend long. When did he do this? Friday night or what? Thursday?
Saturday when I turned 22.
It was Saturday for his 22nd birthday. He's been with this girl since he was 17. And this third party, how was she found? Craigslist, out at the clubs? Where did you corral her? How did you get a hold of this third party?
It's her best friend.
And what's his name, the best friend?
Jessica.
Oh, right. It's a girl. I forgot. Yeah. So it's her best friend. Why would she be so interested in having a threesome with her serious boyfriend and her best friend? That's just a recipe for disaster, isn't it?
Well, we talked about it, and we figured we have a best friend instead of a stranger that we didn't know.
You've always wanted the best friend, haven't you? From like the day you started going out with your girlfriend. Be honest. You've always wanted her big time, and you just haven't been able to figure out a way to do it behind her back, so you decided to do it in front of her face in a threesome. Nicely done. At least you got it done somehow, some way. Right or wrong, Brandon? Good job.
Right. Actually, me and her best friend started talking before me and Amanda did.
Oh.
We actually started talking, and then me and Amanda ended up hooking up. So, I've always wanted to have sex with her.
I'm assuming Amanda's your girlfriend. I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda and you have been going on for 5 years, but back when you were 17, you thought it would be with this girl, and yet it turned out 5 years later to be a long-running relationship with Amanda.
Right.
Uh-huh. And you live together, and you have kids or no?
No.
No kids. And tell me about Saturday night. Finally, it comes together. Mm-hmm. Jessica's there. Amanda's there. They have freshly washed buns. Everything is just in line perfectly for the evening. And you guys are in your apartment. Where are you guys doing this?
Apartment.
In your place.
Yeah.
It was your place. All right. And tell me what happens. Tell me about some details.
Well, we went out to the club and started having a few drinks, and we all had a good time, and we ended up having a friend take us to our place, and we started drinking some more.
Hang on one second. If I may let me interrupt you for 1 second. When you went out to the club, when you started drinking that night, it was already predetermined that was going to be the night when you would have the threesome, right? It didn't just come together when you came back to the apartment. You knew from the beginning of the evening that you guys were going to end up having a threesome that night, or no?
Yes.
You did? Okay. Just so I know what their mindset is in the club.
No, my girl and Jessica and Amanda have been talking about this for several weeks or whatever, and they were going to surprise me, but day of my birthday, my girl tells me, he's like, when we woke up, it's like, well, we're going to have a threesome.
Birthday threesome surprise, too.
I didn't hear that on my birthday when I woke up.
I was like...
I heard...
So I was all stoked and excited, and I was like, oh, cool. So we all go in the club. And
when you got to the club and you knew it was the night for the threesome, was there a bit of awkwardness as you're in the club and you're drinking, or it was just really relaxed and cool?
No, it was kind of awkward because now and then I'm going to start having sex with her best friend, and now that, she's pretty good looking, I said, wow, why not start making out with her now and following her in the club?
But look at the foreplay rolling here. So that's what
kind of a good point, though. Really,
that's what you're thinking in the club. No time like the present. Why wait for what we could do in the club? Why wait for the apartment? And
right, and then
so you started
before we went,
you started kissing on her right there in the club, or what?
No, I wanted to, but before we went to the club, Jessica came to our apartment, whatever, and she started getting ready. And I was in my bathroom getting ready. And, so I was like, wow. So you know what? She's in her underwear and bra right now. Why don't I just go over there and start having sex with her now? But I'll wait until we got after we got done with the club and all that. But
wait, that's what your girlfriend said? Your girlfriend said she's in a bra?
No, he said he saw her.
Oh, you were just thinking that yourself.
I seen her.
I see.
My girl.
So you guys are all getting ready in the apartment together prior to going out.
I didn't even see her getting ready, and I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Why don't I just start having sex with her right now?
She sounds hot.
Why even go to the club?
All right, so you kind of restrained your...
He showed some restraint,
right,
and they went out to the club.
You got out to the club, and you're still thinking the same thing at the club. You're thinking, why wait? I want to, attack her right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. But you still waited? You still showed that same restraint and waited till you got back to the apartment, or what?
Yeah, I still waited, and I didn't want to show like I wanted her friend more than I actually did, but I didn't want to, ruin a relationship. But I don't know.
All right, so let's flash forward to you're back in the apartment because nothing physical has happened at this point, right?
Right.
All right, so now you're back in the apartment and you're kind of feeling the alcohol. What were you drinking? What was your drink of choice on Saturday night?
I was drinking Jack and Coke, and
Coke, can't go wrong. And what are the girls drinking?
They're drinking Long Island iced tea.
They're getting sloshed.
Yeah, they're
it's like 1987. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
And wine coolers and
Marbles and James.
Wonderful. All right, so you're back in the spot now, and it's all quiet on the Western Front. And what happens next?
Well, we all get in my apartment, and we pick up a fifth of Jaeger on the way home.
Oh my God, they are tore.
On the way home, you get one.
All right, so you guys are pretty faded, and what happens next?
And then we drink about half of the bottle, and me, my girl, and Jessica start making out, and I was like, wow. So, and then I joined in, and then we ended up having to. They started on my couch, and then we ended up on my bed, and
so wait, so
seems like I was.
They're tearing through the Jägermeister. He said Jaeger?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they start tonguing and start going at it, like taking off each other's clothes, or what? How do they go at it?
Yeah, well, they start making out at first, and then
yeah, and so you're like, hey, wait for me, and you start taking off your own clothes, or what do you do?
No, Jessica and Amanda, they started playing with each other and everything, and started taking their clothes off, and then they said, let's go to the bedroom, and I get to the bedroom, and they start taking my clothes off, and Jessica goes down on me, and then Amanda's
Wow. So Jessica makes like a nosedive down to
nosedive.
Your situation. She wasn't like holding back. It seems like she was pretty aggressive and going right for a Hummer there, right? Don't you feel the same way, or what?
Right.
You were pretty excited about that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well no, like me and Jessica, we've talked about trying to convince my girlfriend to have a threesome.
Yeah, all right. Well, now you're here. All right, you don't need to worry about that anymore.
There.
Now you're here, but she's really attacking pretty quick, and I'm sure that's where the first anger type moment might have happened for your girlfriend when she saw Jessica take that quick little track to your schlong.
Whoa, that quick track!
It doesn't sound like much of a transition from kissing her to your schlong.
I mean,
a whole lot of transition.
Your girlfriend probably got a little pissed right then and there, but that probably isn't where the anger peaked. All right, so now she's giving you a Hummer, and your girlfriend's kind of like almost left out in the cold to some degree. And I mean, there's things she could have done, but she was probably shell shocked. That Jessica went so quickly.
Well,
towards you.
and then so Jessica's giving me a bliss.
Easy now, family show. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, well, Hummer.
Yeah, much better.
And well, she started giving me Hummer, and I've just stand up and I'll start going down on my girl or whatever. And I'm giving her riding treatment and all sorts of the third girl and all that.
What did he say?
Jeez, people really.
Is that something I can air or no?
Yeah, it's just.
I didn't catch it. What did he say? Riding something?
Trim or something.
Oh, riding trim? Is that what you said? Riding trim? Dude.
Do what?
All right, so you're riding trim. Or she's riding trim. Someone's riding trim.
Everybody's riding.
All right, and what happens next?
And then,
keep it somewhat. Hey, Brandon, try to keep it relatively clean because, as you know, we want to be able to air as much as we can. It is a family show. Go ahead.
You can't stop now.
Right. And then, me and Jessica started having sex, and I'm still throwing down on my girl and having, making her feel like she's a part of this too, and all that.
Really, she's not.
Doing her a favor.
All right, so you don't want to.
Hey, we can't neglect the ugly one.
Right, he was making sure that his mindset was that he didn't want his girlfriend to feel like she was neglected, even though he knew in his mind all he was focusing on was Jessica. I mean, all you're really excited.
Jesus.
The only thing in the room you're excited about is Jessica. Right or wrong, Brandon?
Pretty much. I have.
And you're wondering why your girlfriend is all mad at you this morning.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now you've been with your girl for 5 years, but has she always known throughout this relationship that her best friend was really the one that you really wanted to date?
No, I don't think that's the case necessarily.
Well, I'm just asking. I'm asking the question.
After 5 years,
At first, yes, but she figured after 5 years being together, I didn't have no more interest in her.
Right.
Until the threesome came up, and it was like, whoa, hold on.
After 5 years of screwing the same girl, you could see why. You can understand why I'd be excited about taking down Jessica.
taking down their best
And his-
friend,
and his
who's
girl-
always
yeah,
around.
And his girlfriend should understand that and not be
Try
so
again.
bent out of shape over it.
Oh,
No, I
my
won't try again. Any
gosh.
reasonable woman would understand. Okay, he's had me every pretty much week or so.
Yeah, but that's
every,
that's
every
you know.
night for 5 years. I could understand why he'd be more worked up over Jessica than me, and I'm not going to take it personally because I am a confident woman. That's what a confident
But
woman
see, the
would
thing
think.
is that I don't think I think that even though she felt, hey, I think he's not that interested, there was a part of her always in the back of her mind
Right.
thinking.
But she didn't know to what extent. But
To
yeah,
what
she always
extent.
knew that
and
he
then
kind of
bam,
wanted.
as quickly as it moved, he was like on her like.
But it seems
crazy.
like Jessica had just as strong an interest,
Right.
In,
So now-
in hot ass Brandon
Oh,
here,
yeah.
Right.
because she made a beeline to the schlong, Terry.
So instead of cheating behind the girlfriend and best friend's
They just
back, they
did it in
just
front
do
of
it
her.
in front of her.
Is that how you see it?
Yes,
You see this
absolutely.
Is the only difference in the cheating is that they were throwing it right in their face.
Yeah,
But
and they called
it's
it
not
a
cheating.
threesome
It's not
because it's
cheating.
not cheating because everybody agreed.
well,
quote
this was,
unquote.
if anything, the way this was conveyed, it was
A mutual little
it was
situation?
Not even mutual. It was Amanda's idea. She's the
Right.
one who signed
Wow.
off on this. She's the one who woke him up on birthday morning saying, "Tonight's the night, big boy."
Big boy.
Jeez.
All right, so
Is that
after
how it works?
exactly.
I would love to hear that. Pasty, of it.
So after it was over, you could sense immediately that your girlfriend was pissed.
Right. Well, she didn't. I mean, we all slept in the same bed naked together, and in the morning time. In the morning, we had breakfast and all this. and we
Oh,
talked
that's
about it.
nice.
A couple of
During
pleasantries.
No,
Scrambled eggs,
Right.
friends, yes.
Oh, look at her moon over Miami.
Last night is when she.
Sausage link, yes.
It's last night before we went to bed. She started saying, "Well, I regret doing this. Like,
All right, so this
it
is
feels like."
I feel bad.
yeah, this
for
is
her, but
festered.
kind of.
This is kind of built up in her head since it happened, Terry, and she can't get it out of her mind of how into her best friend he was.
Yeah, but I'm kind of torn about this because first, I'm not a big proponent of threesomes because I think something always happens like this.
Party pooper.
However, I kind of feel bad for her because here you guys aren't really. You're cheating, even though you're not technically cheating.
Well, Brandon, you
you're
could understand.
fulfilling a fantasy that has always been there.
Brandon, you can understand why she's a little bit bothered right now.
Yeah.
Can you or no?
I can understand. I mean, I had sex with her best friend, and I
You
can
loved
admit,
it, mind you.
I had more sex with her best friend than I did with my girl, but I've been having sex with my girl for 5 years.
Of course,
Every
you
day.
want a little
And, you know,
variety.
But still,
He's not going to be all, I love my girlfriend. Screw this other girl that's here that's all hot. You could understand why after 5 years. Yes, you can, Terry. I mean, it's just the normal human mind at work here.
So you're telling me that after being with your significant other for X amount of time that you should have an automatic
No, I'm not saying
card
you should. No, not saying that. That's nice, but the man has had Cheerios every day for the past 5 years. You throw those smacks in the equation, Terry. Love smacks.
Yeah, those are pretty good, but
Oh,
if you
they're
don't
tasty.
eat them fast, they get all.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Terry's tips on smacks.
Whoa.
She doesn't like them soggy.
I don't.
Brandon, do you think this is something your girlfriend is going to get over, or does this continue to build up as far as the anger level that she's now showing over the next few weeks, maybe even months? Maybe this leads to your ultimate demise. She'll get over it.
She'll get over it.
Well, when she said to you last night that this is really starting to eat away at her, it's really really starting to bother her.
That was just to keep her interested in the threesome.
Well, she made her point clear that it probably would never happen again. She said I've pretty much left her out of the loop.
You should be like, yeah, we don't need you anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, this would be such a rad threesome without you. Man.
I mean, you and Jessica obviously had some sexual chemistry there, even though your girlfriend has now pretty much given you the warning that you'll never be able to have something like this again. Are you thinking in the back of your mind, well, all I got to do is give Jessica a quick call to set this thing up? Is that something you thought of or no?
Oh, well, Jessica told me. But Jessica always told me, it's like, if you ever want to have something else, I can now tell her, and you don't have to tell her, but I told her I could not cheat on my girl. I've been with her 5 years.
So now that the seal has been broken on this, is that still the same feeling you have that it would be cheating even though you've already had sex with her? Or you still feel the same way, or might you call Jessica now when you wouldn't have in the past?
No, I mean, I love my girl to death, and I would never cheat on her.
Well, if you don't call Jessica, I will. It sounds like Jessica's
in for everything.
Sounds like Jessica's a carnival of fun here, Terry. Oh, I love women who are just a carnival of sexual fun. Step right up, say the bearded lady. Oh, wow, this is a nice little situation that happened. It's unfortunate that your girlfriend is all worked up over it, but you're right, it'll probably pass.
But
she feels...
Well, I had you guys cut you short, but I got to go back to work, so I will call you guys back later.
Wow.
Well, that's nice of you.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, now I feel like his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What do you mean? You like someone else better than us?
This is why Terry is anti-threesome.
I am.
Because it leads to trouble.
It does.
It's never anything that's cracked up to me. And it leads to all kinds of animosity and unnecessary lingering feelings.
Right. You shouldn't be anti-threesome. You should be anti-threesome with a significant other.
Just anti-threesomes or not.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a threesome with anyone you love.
No, definitely not.
Seriously. You should have it with two people that you're not all that emotional about, that you just like are attracted to each other physically.
So you should be single, though, going into a threesome. It's not like somebody just invites you into
No,
the
not that you should be single, but you shouldn't be like all in, like in a serious relationship. And if you are in a serious relationship, then have it with someone you're not in a serious relationship with.
But then you're cheating on that person that you're having a serious relationship with.
Depends how you look at it.
Oh, is that it? That's right.
I'm glad I learned not to let my smack sit there in the milk too long, Terry. That's what I'm excited about taking out of this conversation we had with Brandon.
Yeah, I need an excuse to eat faster. Thanks, Terry. I'm in.
What if I put a spoon in each hand, Terry?
There you go.
Has anyone ever done that when you eat cereal? No. You can't get your cereal fast enough so you have one spoon for each hand? Everyone's a one-spooner when it comes to cereal.
That is true.
Why not double spoon it?
You should see the size of my spoon, though.
I'm sure. It's like something you'd find on the Universal Studios.
It is. It's a prop, yes. It's...
From Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's one of those wooden spoons that people hung in their house in the 80s.
Wow. You eat your cereal with a wooden spoon?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But I have a big one that I want to sometimes.
Applejack's still the best cereal out there, Terry. Like Can that sit in the milk for a while or what?
Yeah, it doesn't
Not as bad as Smacks.
Yeah.
But the roof of my mouth disagrees with you.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it could cut up the roof of your mouth if it's a little, it gets a little sharp at times, but you got to just figure.
That's Captain Crunch for you right there. That's
Captain Crunch can tear up your mouth a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, we're bringing up the highest quality sugar cereals out there.
No, I totally agree.
King, Applejack's still my number one, Terry.
Got it.
Okay.
Really?
Just so you know.
Of all of them?
Of all of them, yes.
Wow. Interesting. No, I would not have picked that.
You would not have picked that?
I wouldn't have either.
That's not in your top five?
No.
That's not in your top five?
Not top five.
Applejack's got to be in everywhere. I mean, you know how much sugar Applejack's has? Come on.
Yeah, it's good.
What's your number one?
It's got a little cinnamon kind of appeal to it.
It's very tasty. I'm a fan, yes.
But not in your top five?
No.
Well, then don't say you're a fan.
Well, I'm a fan.
Could be his top 10.
What, if something's out of my top five, I hate it?
I'm not saying you hate it, but you're not a true fan if it's not in your top five.
What if it's 6?
That's a fringe fan.
Okay, fringe fan. I'm a fringe fan of Applejacks.
All right, what's your number one cereal?
Peanut Butter Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hearty breakfast.
Actually, nothing. There's absolutely zero things that are good for you. My perfect breakfast.
Yes.
Peanut Butter Crunch is by far the best. Stoners around the world agree.
Well, I'm going to have to take that to the face because I have never had Peanut Butter Crunch.
Oh, you haven't?
Never.
Oh, it could, yeah.
Is there any kind of cereal that it's like or what? Or is it,
it's pretty similar to Captain Crunch.
I was going to say.
With a peanut butter flair. It's so good. It's delightful. You'll love it.
Hey, you don't have to talk me into it. I'm already done.
All right.
The T-Man Show.
I did.
Got you excited for a little Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, my God. It's crazy. Love it.
Golden Grams, too.
That's my number one.
Oh, yes.
Golden Grams. I forgot about that.
Okay. Anyway, let's see what we have this morning that Vinnie the Pooh pulled from the hopper. It looks like somebody's credit card bill. We do get a lot of credit card bills, I'll tell you that, Terry. There's a little note attached here. The following person wrote the following note to us in sending us their bill. Dear T-Man, I've had some huge setbacks over the past month or so. Paying off this bill would allow me to get my kids the Christmas gifts that they deserve this holiday season.
Nice.
On November 20th, my van caught fire due to electrical problems it was having. I only have liability insurance on it because I owned the van outright, blah, 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 frickin' blah. And she is looking to have a $703 bill paid for here, Terry. And I'll be the most happiest person in the world to take care of this for Laura Spencer. Laura Spencer, if you're out there, you are on the clock.
Where's Luke?
Now, if you... I don't get it. If you... I got it. If you want to get your kids Christmas gifts, it's not on me anymore. I did my part. Vinnie the Pooh did his part. Your bill has been pulled, and now it's up to you to make sure it's a holly jolly Christmas. Laura Spencer, $703 and no cents will be sent your way immediately if you call us back at 1-866-663-T-Man. That's a toll-free number, don't you know, Terry? 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go really quickly to C. C, you're on the air. Hello. Make sure some lines are cleared away here. Yes, C, what can I do for you? How are you?
Good morning, T-Man. I'm doing good. I just wanted to interject on the conversation you had earlier. And coming from a woman's perspective, I gave that kind of gift to my man.
So a similar kind of situation where it was a gift offering.
Sure, it was a gift offering, but I can't, I can't
to unwrap that on Christmas morning, Terry, huh? Mm-hmm.
I can't understand, though, why, if she's going to open up that can of worms, why she's getting angry about it now. She's got to know, you're giving somebody, rather than giving somebody a whole, you're giving them a taste of a candy bar, they're going to want the whole candy bar. They're not going to want just a little taste.
Well, I think she, after having a boyfriend for 5 years that she assumed was a devoted, loving boyfriend, then she throws him a little threesome bone with her best friend. I think she was a little taken aback with how just worked up he got over the best friend, and really, even though he made it seem like he was doing stuff to keep her in the loop, she could sense pretty easily that she was the furthest thing from his mind in that situation, and it kind of bothered her. So while you're saying, yeah, you got to understand that this is the way it goes, at the same time, you could also understand where this girl is coming from, that it was a kind of eye-opening, rude awakening type experience for her to see her boyfriend so just excited about being with her best friend of all people. And yeah, she made her own bed in this situation, but it doesn't mean it doesn't still sting. You know what I'm saying there, C?
I guess so. I guess so, but I mean, I was in that situation in a serious relationship, now married, and it was with my best friend, and it happens. I mean, how many men wake up every day and say, "Oh, well, you know what? We're going to have a threesome today."
Oh, did you? Hopefully,
excited about that.
Did you marry the guy that you gave this threesome to back in the day, or what?
I certainly did.
Oh, why shouldn't you? And since you've been married, have you had one, or are you considering having one in the future, or are those days over? What's your perspective on that?
Well, those days I don't think are over. I think it's still harboring there for both of us, but you have to be completely strong and grounded in your relationship.
You got to be confident in who you are and in your relationship, and understand that he's going to get more excited about the new party in the mix here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give a female's perspective on that.
And I hear some kids in the background.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We're married with kids now, but I had to lock myself in the room.
Oh, so they're like pounding to get in, wanting a little mommy time, and she's too busy telling us about her threesome.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing, C. Take care, baby.
Thank you.
All right, there she goes. Back to the kids now.
Yeah.
No, now we know why her son's called Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was a product.
Oh.
Not nice.
Wow. Well, she portrays herself, Terry, as this ultra-confident woman. Right. But you never know. You can't tell just by what a woman is saying what the true feelings that lie within actually are. I learned that the hard way many times.
Wow.
And yeah, old girl here, what was her name just now on the line? She makes it seem that she understood from the get-go and how confident she is. The reality is her script can flip in a heartbeat if the wrong thing in her mind happens during a threesome that she's got going on with her husband. Sure. So whatever. D'Amico was in a Ultimate Fighting match where Mike Hayes was on the card over the weekend, Terry. On the night where Floyd Mayweather Jr., bad night for a little Ultimate Fighting card when it's boxing is kind of old school and it's kind of losing its luster in all the entertainment world, but this is like the biggest fight in the past who knows how many years.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather against Ricky Hatton.
Yes.
And that was the night of your fight. Is that right, D'Amico?
That's right.
I know D'Amico, Terry. He works at the Mercedes place where I go.
Oh, really?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Ah, sweet.
This is you, right, D'Amico?
Yeah.
D'Amico's a big cat. Let me tell you that right now, Terry.
Is he?
Yeah. And he told me he was, when I'm getting my car, I don't know, an inspection or something something done. D'Amico introduces himself and tells me he hears about us talking about Ultimate Fighting on the air, and he told me he's going to have his first match ever in his life. Wow. Everyone's getting involved, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
There's a new slew of Ultimate Fighter wannabe big-timers, Terry, and D'Amico could just very well be one of them. Because I didn't see anything. He wasn't about to show me his skills right there.
Let me show you how I
in the Mercedes joint.
Tell me if this hurts, D-Man.
Oh, it is. He did tell me. I did see the size situation, and it didn't come out right.
Was that in the laboratory?
Well, I'm sorry to give that away so quickly there, D'Amico. But he told me he's very sound as far as martial arts are concerned, so he's got a lot of little bits of an arsenal to draw upon in an Ultimate Fighting match. It's not just, as we talked about, having wrestling skills or one strong area as far as your background. D'Amico, you have a lot of things you could call upon when in the throes of a serious Ultimate Fighting match. Is that right?
I've been trying to build my game a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So what are you working on? What do you got down?
Well, I got one of the best boxing coaches around. I've been wrestling all my life. Pretty much that. I've been playing sports my whole life, so just...
Yeah, but what about martial arts? I thought you were saying something about jiu-jitsu or something like that.
Oh, yeah, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, all that stuff, MMA.
Pretty much everything.
Just been training it all for about 2 years now.
And you won or what? So you won on Saturday night or what?
Armbar in 29 seconds.
Armbar in 29 seconds.
Wow. Not one of those, if you don't succumb, then you'll die type holds.
I don't know if you'll die, but you may get your socket ripped out to the first row there, Terry. But, actually, there's a video on, I don't know if it's YouTube, someone showed me a video recently of a dude whose his arm pretty much got ripped out of his body, basically, from an Ultimate Fighting match. It was just hanging there like it wasn't even a part, of his body anymore.
It's not nice.
D'Amico learned the armbar by trying to get people to buy cars from him.
Oh, it is.
You'll buy this.
Yeah, it worked 3 times for me. So, D'Amico, 28 seconds in, you're able to get the student an armbar or what?
Yeah, it was, he wasn't very good.
And now,
couple of shots.
Am I to understand that your next fight is against Mike Hayes?
If everything works out right, I'm asking for a title fight.
You've only had one match.
Wow.
I demand a title fight.
Yeah, I deserve it.
I deserve it.
This is what happened to Bikini Dave. His second match into his Ultimate Fighting career, he goes up against Mike Hayes. It didn't work out so well.
Well, you got to realize I'm a lot bigger than Mike Hayes.
Oh, really? Watch out.
And anyone who's seen it on the TManShow.com knows that Mike Hayes is no small child, Terry.
Right.
And yet, D'Amico is about, if I'm remembering you correctly, D'Amico, I'm thinking about 6'6" and about maybe 250, 270, right?
I'm about 6'4", 255.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were wearing heels that day, so it was about 6'6". Anyway, so you're ready after fight number 1 and 28 seconds worth of experience to take on the undefeated Michael W. Hayes.
That's correct.
And when could this fight be?
They got a card scheduled March Madness, March 8th.
Madness.
That's a March?
Yeah.
It's December. I can't wait till March.
Can't they get their own name too, by the way?
Can't they get a January card or something like that going on, or what?
They got something scheduled at the Tacoma Dome in February, but I don't even know who's putting it on, so I'm not too sure about that.
All right, man. Well, congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, bud.
All right.
Take care.
Wow.
Sarah, you're on the air in San Jose. What's up, Sarah?
Hi,
hey,
Jan
baby.
and Terry.
How you doing?
Hi, I had a comment about that girl earlier about the conversation with the threesome.
Yes.
And I agree with Terry because I think that
Terry's a no-fun, fuddy-duddy.
Yeah, big stiff.
No, I'm not.
Kyle.
It's just that everybody thinks it sounds like such a great idea, and I'll satisfy my man like that, or my girlfriend or wife is freaky like that. And sure enough, the next thing you know, they're calling up, going, "Oh wow,
so
it turns out bad."
It never turns out right.
No,
I
there's
see.
always some kind of regret, or somebody's feelings got hurt.
Speak for yourself, Terry. Sarah, what's the area? Where do you agree with Terry?
because I'm in a long-term relationship as well, and I think that other girl wanted just to try it, and she regretted it. So I understand she just wanted to try it.
So you had a threesome and you regretted it, or what?
Actually, I never have.
But you're in a long-term relationship?
Yes.
And your boyfriend or your husband, is it a husband or a boyfriend? A boyfriend.
Fiance.
Fiance. All right in the middle. He has been begging for a threesome for how long now?
Hasn't been begging.
He's begging, don't lie. Why don't you give him one already? My gosh. You want to keep him around or not?
Oh, my gosh. That's the only way she can keep him.
Of course it is.
Wow. Stop it.
Why don't you just give in?
Why
don't you if he keeps bugging you for a threesome, why don't you be a quality girlfriend and just give in already? What's your freaking problem?
Why doesn't he understand out of respect for her and quit bugging her about it?
I'll have to go out there and get it somehow, Terry.
Whatever. Well, then he's not the right person for her.
Is he the right person for you? I'm assuming he must be since you're engaged to him.
Yes, he is.
Are you leery, Terry, of a woman who's engaged to a man who keeps bugging her, keeps hounding her for a threesome? Is that, in and of itself, something she's got to be worried about?
That does kind of bother me a little bit because he won't let it go. And it seems, though, that if that's the way, as you put it, T-Man, for her to keep him...
You want him to let it go again? Oh, he just let it go again, Terry. Yeah.
She needs to really look at, the type of guy he is.
Oh, jeez. Whatever. Soapbox Terry is at it already. Early in the week. What? Terry, come on.
That's just my opinion.
Don't pretend like your husband isn't hitting you up for the threesome prospect.
Never has.
He's never brought it up?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You got to bring it up just to see where she stands, right?
Test the waters.
Maybe Terry's a threesome on 2 legs.
Yeah.
Terry's got 2 vaginas and 4 boobs, 2 rumps.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
if you guys are so into threesome, tell us about your guys' threesomes then.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, Terry,
I mean, if there's such a requirement to be satisfied.
My wife, like you, is Filipino.
Yeah, and
Filipino women ain't having it. All right.
Well, okay.
At least the ones that I've come across, that being you and her for the most part.
Right.
But doesn't mean that I don't have my needs.
Okay. So when you have partaken in one there, you can convince her what? Well, you also said.
I've told you many times that
I'm Filipino.
Oh, jeez. You're Filipino?
Yes, so my man is satisfied.
I'm a
monster in bed.
Whoa!
Oh, you're a monster in bed?
I'm like Terry. We're Filipino.
Are you're a full Filipino? Oh, jeez.
Filipino and a tiny bit Chinese.
Oh.
Tiny bit Chinese.
Yeah, it's a poo-poo platter of Asian love. Anyway.
I'm not really into that. The first part.
Well, it depends where it lands. Okay. Anyhow, this is a nice moment. You were asking me, Terry, and I have actually told you in the past, and I'm surprised you don't remember this, that when it comes down to me and threesomes, I'd rather have one-on-one sex with a hot-ass female and be able to just totally...
He's buzzing you.
He can buzz me all he wants. I want to do what needs to be done to her without losing focus and have to worry about what the other one is not taken care of and this and that.
Yeah, but you have this desire to please women.
Let me tell you, I have a desire to please women. Let me tell you this. The only way a threesome appeals to me is if it's 2 girls in an oralized moment on me, and that's where it begins and ends. I've seen a lot of porn scenes based on that, Terry, and it just looks more appealing every time.
Okay.
2 girls going south.
Yeah.
Well,
you just lay back and enjoy.
Both playing the harmonica. We got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can't both play the harmonica at the same time necessarily. Well, they can. It depends.
Each take a side.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, work the way to the middle. Anyhow, but doesn't mean I would refrain necessarily, Terry. It just means if you show me the hottest woman in the world, I don't want you to then show me the second hottest woman in the world next to her. Okay. I'll take the hottest woman in the world down and then worry about the second hottest woman when I'm sick of the hottest woman. You get it?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Glad we can go through that.
I'm like 2 mediocre chicks at the same time over one hot girl, I think. I'm in.
You would take 2 mediocre over one hot girl?
No question.
No, definitely not. No way. No chance. Sarah, tell me how much Chinese we're talking about here.
Oh, I'm only a quarter Chinese. I'm more Filipino.
It's more than you kind of let on. You downplay the Chinese quarter there. Don't downplay the China quarter.
My mama.
You what?
I had to say it because my mama.
I remember growing up, our favorite restaurant as a family to go to a lot of nights was called China Quarter, Terry.
China Quarter.
Isn't this ironic? It's all coming back to me now.
But I could speak Tagalog, though.
You can speak Tagalog? Okay, that's nice. Why don't you speak to yourself? Thanks for the call. There she goes. I'm sweating here, Terry. It's part of my cold, I think. My fever's breaking.
What does that mean to say fever's breaking? I never knew what that meant.
You have all this... You're overheated inside your body, and then once you start sweating it out, your fever...
It's
breaks.
done?
Yeah, your body temperature goes
really high, and then it sweats you out.
And finally, it comes out through sweat. All right.
My old fever's breaking.
Yes. You're not going to get a high fever when you're dealing with two mediocre-looking women.
I would take that any day.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
229 shot. Sounds good.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Really?
Now, Desmond has been trying to find a way to talk his wife into a threesome for a long time, Terry. Now, I don't know how all of a sudden this morning we started on this talk. It's because of dude who called in about his
little threesome with
girlfriend
his
is pissed at him.
Right,
that's how we started. All right, Desmond, real quick, what do you need? How long have you been married, Desmond?
Oh, I've been married. I've been married for like 2 years.
2 years. So it's still the early stages of marriage, obviously.
Yeah, well, we've been together for like 13 years.
13 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've been together, and then like 15 years all together.
All right. Have you come out just point blank and asked her?
Oh, man, I ask her all the time. But, she promised me, like, when we were in, I don't know, junior high school or something.
Junior
or high school. Yeah, man. And then
bus stop in first grade.
She reneged on it.
It was false advertising. Maybe Desmond doesn't get into a marital situation with this woman if she doesn't promise the threesomes in the future, Terry.
Listen, Desmond, if I make ASB president, I'll do that with you.
Yeah.
So you're getting fed up that you have to continue to ask her when she put it pretty much on the record, Terry, that this was going to be a part, or at least not a regular part, but some small part of their marital life.
Yeah, or we could at least just do it once, and she can make good on her promise.
Well,
what kind of promises have you made in your relationship that you haven't made good on?
None. Nothing.
I made a lot of promises.
Terry,
all right, then.
I go to work every day. I make sure everything's good. I make sure we're not in debt. Our bills are okay.
Well, you bastard. Well, Terry. Yeah, don't.
I mean, he's talking about making promises, but
the reality, Desmond, is you're in good company of a lot of men who got married to women who put up some false advertising about the way some things would be, and then didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
One of many empty promises.
This is one of many empty promises.
Oh, jeez. And that's what the women are thinking, too.
No, I don't think that works the same way, Terry.
It does.
I think the man just pretty much lays it on the line as far as the schlub that he is, and there's no real hit-you-out-of-nowhere surprises as it goes with the women that you choose to marry in this world.
Right.
Oh, I love doing that until we're married.
When did that stop?
Well, then never marry him.
The night you said I do there, big fella.
Sure don't.
What else, real quick, is going on in the world, Terry? Give me a quick story. What else do you have?
Empire Magazine has come out with its own Best of 2000 top 100 sexiest movie stars. And number one...
Sexiest movie stars.
Yeah, of all... Yeah.
Number one, Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Oh. I don't know why I said that. No, go ahead,
I actually just have the top 10 right here.
Is it all women or is it
No,
mixed?
it's men and women.
Well, is the number one person a man or a woman?
Woman.
Number one on the list of sexiest movie stars as we stand right now is a female.
Yes.
Is it Scarlett Johansson, Terry?
No.
Is it?
Although she's number 8 on the list.
Is it Jessica Biel?
No.
Is it Natalie Portman?
No, she's number 2.
Wow, getting closer though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know my hot, sexy females, Terry. Is it Carrot Top?
No.
I know my sexy females, Terry.
Yeah, although he does look pretty good for.
Oh, it is. Number one. I haven't got number one, huh?
No, you got number 2.
I got number 2.
8.
Natalie Portman, number 2.
You're right.
Scarlett Johansson, number 8.
Yes. Jessica Biel wasn't in the top 10.
And number 1 is a woman, and I haven't named her yet. It's not going to be like an old school, like Jennifer Lopez or like a Angelina Jolie or something like that, is it?
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, that's just too much already. Come on, let's move on from Angelina Jolie, please.
I agree. 3 years ago, maybe.
5 years ago, maybe.
During Tomb Raider time, she was really hot. But
Tomb Raider was 5 years ago minimum.
Not anymore. It looks like a skeleton now. Why don't you go download some new pics?
Yeah, let's get some new pics going. What do you say?
It's
My
terrible.
gosh. Can we move on from Angelina Jolie, please? Do you think Brad Pitt's not ready to move on from her? Come on.
He's number 7, by the way.
He was at the fight, him and Angelina.
They were at the fight?
Yeah,
Were they?
They looked really uncomfortable. She looked really uncomfortable.
Why?
She just didn't look like she belonged there. I don't know. She looks like a fight fan to you?
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Truly, that is.
They were in the house.
Were the body language between them bad or no?
No, she just looked like she wasn't having a good time.
Wow.
Like, thanks, honey, for dragging me to
Yeah.
this
Did it
vile
look
place.
like they had a fight in the hotel and walking to the arena, or what?
Maybe a fight, but maybe just I don't want to be here, and I'm not into boxing. I don't want to come here.
But there were a lot of celebrities there.
There were a lot,
was
yes.
a huge celebrity star-studded kind of situation, right?
Yeah. The usual. Charles Barkley. There's a lot of them.
All right.
And Mark Stupid Cuban coming out with Floyd Mayweather.
Are you serious?
Awful.
Mark Cuban came out with Floyd Mayweather.
He was holding up one of the belts behind him, like he was
Why?
part of his entourage.
Why?
I guess they're Dancing with the Stars buddies, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
the most annoying, embarrassing thing in the world.
Is that not crazy? Yeah, that is.
For you or him?
For anybody watching it, mostly for him. But then he's talking crap in the ring like he's part of the entourage. Mark Cuban is. You have to watch it. It's
That's what you do when you're a billionaire, Terry.
You just buy friends, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's kind of weird.
That's right.
Mark Cuban is so awkward. Anyway.
Yeah, she was at the fight, and she looked mediocre at best.
Who's that?
Angelina Jolie.
She looks skeleton.
She looks gaunt now. It's awful.
Yeah, she had a hard time when her mother passed away. Still not over it.
When did that happen? A couple months ago?
Earlier in the year. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she definitely doesn't belong in number 1, Terry, please.
Well, hey, it's not me. We'll
Give me Scarlett Johansson. Give me Natalie Portman. Give me someone.
They have,
Kim
they have Jessica Alba as number 4.
Now, Kim Kardashian probably isn't even on the list because she's not considered a true Hollywood type.
Not a movie star.
She's not a movie star.
Yeah.
Well,
she's a star of a movie, but
some.
not a movie star.
Right, there's a difference.
All right.
So.
And who's the number 1 guy on the list? Who's number 2 on the list? Does it
I
say?
said it was Natalie Portman.
Number 2, right. But who's the number? Is number 3 a guy or not?
Yeah, number 3 is a guy, and it's Daniel Craig, who's the new James Bond.
Daniel Craig. Yeah, a lot of women like him.
Yeah, and then there's Jessica Alba is number 4. Number 5 is Johnny Depp. Number 6 is the Bond girl who was in Casino Royale, Eva Green.
So the 2 stars of Casino Royale are 3 and 6.
Yeah, and then Brad Pitt.
So the sexiest guy in the world's that dude from James Bond now?
Yeah.
All right.
Brad Pitt.
Gives me hope.
He's not in my top 5.
Keira Knightley, Gerard Butler from 300.
Mm-hmm. He's got a nice ass, though. Anyway.
He definitely works out.
All right.
Yes.
What else? What else is going on? What else is happening, please?
All kinds of marriage news for you this morning. First, there was a rumor that Nick Lachey and Vanessa Minnillo were going to get married over the weekend. However, they didn't.
Did not happen.
Did not happen.
All right.
Howie Doro of the Backstreet Boys got married.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Waiting on that,
I
Jerry?
know you were.
Yes.
Scott Baio got married.
Scott Baio, you almost said, Jerry?
almost said, yeah. Scott Baio got married.
All right.
And it seems as though...
Finally married Joni or what?
No.
That'd be sweet.
His girlfriend, Renee Sloan.
Oh, Renee Sloan. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Which
Looks
she
a lot like
has
Joni.
they have a baby together.
Renee Sloan loves Chachi. Okay. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
She does, yeah.
And it seems as though Ricky Martin may have been outed by his esthetician or skincare specialist.
Wow.
Who is a male, by the way.
Is it really a situation where Ricky Martin needs to be outed at this point in his life? Isn't it pretty much go without saying that Ricky Martin has never been linked with any female that I can remember, and no one's really confused as to his sexual state of mind, or what?
Right. No, I hear you. Yeah.
He's into men.
He is. I mean,
Is he
it's not
even-
really an
Are you
official
sure?
outing, really. I mean, but...
Well, I hate when your facial lady outs you. Yeah. That's got to be frustrating. You're there to just get a couple of blackheads popped, and before you know it, you're thrown out there
I
under
love
the
that, by
bus.
the way.
You love getting your blackheads
I
popped?
love getting all that crap off your face.
Do you love... Oh, that's nice. Do you love...
He's never seen that video
Bleed out.
before.
Do you love being in the posture where you're popping anybody else's blackheads? Because a lot of women like that, too.
Yeah, I
It's
do.
Like
I do.
It's like a nurturing loving kind of quality that a lot of women have.
Right, yeah. I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me sick.
Because I can't see how that could be appealing to anyone. Sitting there and squeezing someone's blackheads. Oh, I love doing this. I love when the little wormies come flying out of your nose.
It's kind of cool to see how long you can get the wormies to go.
Oh, God.
So why do you hear...
Here's this guy.
Why do you hear so many women say, I love doing this? I mean, if it's your profession, fine. No one really loves their profession, at least I think.
I don't know.
But these women who make it a profession, they say that. Oh, I love... You don't know how much I get out of this. And women who don't even. Every girlfriend I've ever had. Can I give you a facial? Well, you're not really qualified to give me I just love doing that. Let me squeeze your blackheads.
Right.
Why would you want to squeeze my blackheads? Blackheads, it's just nasty.
I understand that.
I love doing it in front of the mirror myself.
I know.
Oh, I got 3 that time.
Oh, gosh.
It's a mission. Let me get it out.
Is it that? You could actually see the progress?
Yes.
You could actually see the accomplishment right there before your eyes?
Yes, it becomes a challenge because if you get one that's kind of really difficult, you just keep going.
It's such a cause and effect, an immediate reward situation. Yes. I squeezed, and there is the results of it right there.
And you know that it's like you said, it is the reward is not only just that you got it, but it's better for the future that you've
you've
cleaned
bettered
everything out and bettered your face.
I've bettered the future for that nose.
Yes.
That's nice.
There you go.
Well, now I understand perfectly. It's nasty.
It is, but it's...
No guy sits there with his girlfriend saying, "Oh, can I give you a pseudo facial?" Because we're not really estheticians, and a lot of these women I'm talking about are not estheticians. They just want to give you a unofficial facial.
Right. No, I hear you.
Yeah, when I'm asking a girl for a facial, it's got nothing to do with blackheads. You better watch out.
Lay on the bed. Let me squeeze your blackheads. I've heard that a lot of times, Terry. What is wrong with women is my question, basically.
Well, we already answered the question. Why?
It's a nurturing thing.
It is. I don't know.
All right. It's nasty.
Better for the future.
Women are nasty.
But you love us.
Women are gross.
Yes, they are.
Well, then I guess it's your time to, be with the fellas then, I guess.
Geez.
I don't know if we're so bad.
No, you ain't gotta go.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The T-Man Show.
Things are getting nasty between Britney Spears and Paris Hilton.
There's a British tabloid report. Brit sent Paris a letter demanding that Hilton be nicer to Spears and her entourage.
Right.
The rumor out there is that Britney Spears has her hands on some lesbian tape involving Paris Hilton and some mystery girl. And threatened Paris, if she doesn't play nice, she's going to release it to the public.
Don't play nice, Paris! Don't play nice!
Here at BritWatch set the record straight.
Oh, dear.
After hearing reports that Britney and Paris had a falling out after Brit's increasingly infamous 26th birthday bash last weekend.
Wow, she's 26 already,
BritWatch contacted Hilton's reps who assured us Britney has never made any lesbian sex tape threats to Paris.
Oh, damn.
And now BritWatch is knocking down a knocked-up rumor. Is Britney pregnant or not?
Britney is not pregnant.
Yeah.
This rumor just won't go away.
All right.
No baby and no blackmail.
Like the first 2 rumors of her being pregnant, Terry. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't go away.
I know. And then bam.
So she gave birth. Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. Paris Hilton may have had a lesbian encounter, if you will.
Watch out.
And I will. With a unidentified female out there, and Britney may have the video evidence at her disposal.
Wow.
Exciting. Excited to see that, Terry.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, hopefully her performance will be a little better than it was with the dude there. No one was impressed with Paris's abilities in that sex tape that we all watched many a time about 3 some odd years ago.
Right.
The dude who's now married to who? Pamela?
Rick Solomon just got, Pam Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We are still waiting, by the way, on Laura Spencer, the woman who says that she won't be able to get her kids Christmas gifts unless we pay her bill.
Right.
Well, we pulled her bill, Terry. And I don't see any sign of Laura Spencer on the line.
Oh.
So how do you write a note saying, please pay this off for me? It would allow me to get my kids the Christmas gifts that they deserve.
Right.
Then I pull your bill, announce it on the air, your name is out there, and where are you? On November 20th, my van caught fire due to electrical problems it had. I only had liability insurance because I owned the van outright. Well, that makes perfect sense. And
yeah, sure does. You never need to get it fixed if you get in an accident.
I got some emails I want to get to here, by the way, Terry. A guy out there wants to know what his responsibility is for getting his girlfriend a Christmas gift if they've only been really seeing each other for a month and a half.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's the official amount of time one has to be seeing someone to feel like they're required to purchase any kind of Christmas gift?
I think you should still get one. It doesn't have to be like a huge, super expensive
But they might going out a month and a half, Terry.
But still, you need
How
to show
downsized a gift can you get?
Middle finger with a bow on it.
Oh,
wow.
I love that. They make the bow disappear.
You guys are so wrong.
There's a bow in your urethra.
Wow, really?
I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's very exciting. What do you get her? What's appropriate for a month and a half? You're not obviously getting jewelry in, are you?
No.
Come on. The first time they ever went on a date was a month and a half. Hotshot's like, jewelry.
I'm buy my wife jewelry. Month and a half, I'm buying someone jewelry. Jesus.
All right. So what do you get her? A super pinky? What do you get her there?
Maybe a nice little, sweater or something.
Sweater?
Yeah.
Month and a half?
Sure.
Come on. I don't buy my own mama's sweater.
Oh, jeez.
Sweater. With the reindeer on it and the nose lights up.
Oh, that's the one to get, by the way. Yeah, that'll win her over for her life. Anyhow. Let's see. My boyfriend had 8 one-night stands. I don't know what there's a lot of emails that need to be addressed here.
All right.
How does a girl out there know if her boyfriend had 8 one-night stands?
Maybe you told her.
Yeah, the number is 8.
Well, maybe, they're having one of those little conversations about their past.
I mean, one-night stands to me are such a shade of gray that who even knows if it really qualifies as a one-night stand. No, the official number is 8. I've had 8.
Right, you have a definition that's pretty...
Yeah, I think your definition...
My definition?
Yeah.
I personally think
right.
that,
I do too.
My personal opinion on one-night stands is that you couldn't have even known the person existed before the night you had sex with them.
Right.
You meet them that night...
And you don't go back for more.
Right.
You meet them that night... You have sex that night.
And you don't even know their name.
You can know their name through the course of the night, but then you forget it real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I don't know if I agree with you, don't go back for more. You can go back for more, but then your relationship started with a one-night stand.
Oh, well, yeah. That makes sense.
So it's still a one-night stand if you do it more than once? I mean, if you go back?
If you go back for more, your relationship started as a one-night stand.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
But it doesn't lose the one-night stand status that it was, even though you decided to continue on with any kind of pursuing of a relationship. But a one-night stand can't be like, oh, I've known her for a while, and this is the first chance I had at her, and I made it happen in one night. No.
What if it's a blind date? You didn't know she existed.
That's a one-night stand.
Really?
If
you have a blind date and you have sex with someone on the first night and you get married, you had a one-night stand with her?
You started, You never marry a one-night stand, but if you do marry a one-night stand, then you've...
But you could possibly marry someone that you met on a blind date and had sex with on the first night.
That's right.
You could conceivably marry that person.
You could. But the likelihood is if you had sex the first night, either she realizes how bad you are and what a just loser you are, or you just lose any true marital respect for her that the marriage potential goes down. Not to say a dude won't marry a blind date that he had sex with that night, but the chances diminish. Guys, you're totally in on your blind date. You have sex with her. That's a cool situation to have come about, but...
Thank you, Match.com.
The chances of marrying her decrease. Right. And everyone knows it.
Yeah. People get pretty desperate, though, the older they get. You never know.
Now, speaking of one-night stands...
Okay.
Remind me to bring this up at some point this morning. We have to get gay phone operator on the line, because what does my MySpace page, Terry, I can't believe I even have one, but I'm excited I do, because I found a lot of this. And so my MySpace page has a bulletin on it. It's really a shame that you can't. I guess you can eliminate certain bulletins that bother you that are on your MySpace page. Is that right? You can delete bulletins. All of a sudden, I look up yesterday. It's a nice Sunday evening. I'm on the internet. I'm not feeling that great, Terry. As you can tell, I have a cold this morning.
Right.
But all of a sudden, I see this bulletin flashing at me in my bulletin area of my MySpace page that someone's accusing gay phone operator of date raping him.
What? Come on,
Is that what I need to be looking at when I'm updating my MySpace page or checking out what emails I may have gotten on my MySpace page? I need to see a bulletin, a gay phone operator, maybe a date rapist.
Oh, come on.
Is that what I need?
Someone's pulling your leg.
No, it's pulling my leg. Even gay phone operator. I didn't read it all that carefully, but I got a sense that gay is the one who Get him on the line, please. I don't know what's going on here. All I know is that we probably should have figured this out all along, Terry. The man is desperate for action and is a date rapist.
Oh, no,
I just got done saying, the older you get, the more desperate you get. So here we go. Prime example.
This freaking freak known as gay phone operator,
dude.
Terry.
Gotta date rape people?
Is date raping guys out there?
Stop.
It's unbelievable.
You don't believe it, do you, Terry?
No, I don't think so.
Well, he is a friend
I think
of ours.
it's somebody just,
All right, just drink this and then lay down here. Okay. I feeling sleepy yet? No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. Let me put on air supply.
Okay, obviously the roofie isn't working, so let me just bang you over the head when you're not looking. Wow. Who knows what his strategies are, Terry? Yeah, as I was saying, Terry, he is our friend, but we should have saw this coming, and I'll sell him down the river at the drop of a hat.
It's going to be a hell of a river.
If I am called to the stand, Terry, I'm saying, yeah, he's a friend of mine, but I knew he had this freaky potential all along. Man, it's a twisted individual. You don't believe it for a second, do you?
No, I don't.
You don't think that... Why? Because he's a bottom? Is that why?
Well,
it's hard
from
to be,
what I know.
It's hard to be a bottom and rape somebody, I guess.
Okay, but I just think that that is not him. That's not within
him.
As long as we have known him, he's not one to be... And no.
And you are a personality profile expert on who's capable of raping someone? Is that what you're saying here?
No, but I'm just saying, knowing Christopher or Gay as we know him...
That's right.
I will say that I've been to the bars with him, and when he gets drunk, he gets very touchy.
Yeah, but he's not an aggressive person,
I don't
though.
want to know any more than that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, he gets very touchy.
I hear Britney Spears has a video on that, you guys, but so better not get on her bad side.
I mean, he may be touchy, but I think he's more... But he's not, like, aggressive touchy.
If I passed out drunk next to him, I'd be a little worried.
I think the sense I got from the bulletin that was on my MySpace, which was just an unnecessary part of my MySpace page, Terry. I didn't ask for anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when I accepted him as a friend, Terry, and I accept very few friends, as you know, that was a horrible mistake for me to accept him as a friend, because now I got bulletins about him date raping some other dude out there.
Keep me out of your gay world.
Do I need that? But I think the sense I got when I kind of half-ass read his the bulletin on there is that Gay is horrified that someone out there would even suggest that he's a date rapist. So let's get it from the horse's mouth.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Why are you date raping dudes?
I didn't.
Huh? Why are you being accused of it?
Because he's a jerk.
Oh, jeez. This is not a good day in your life.
No, it's not.
I could hear the sorrow in your voice. When was this day? Was this the day you lost your iPhone on? That same day?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow. I remember you telling me about that.
So this was what, Thursday night?
Yeah.
But you said you don't even remember getting home.
You know, maybe this soft, sorrow-filled voice will fool the jury, but it ain't fooling me.
Yep,
go to hell. Go to hell. I didn't do it. I don't do that.
Only date rapists go to hell.
Yeah, date raper.
Are you a date raper or not?
No.
I'll make this court trial very quick, Terry.
No, I am not.
Then why are you being accused of being a...
Oh, man, do that in the court.
Why are you accused of being a date rapist?
Because he's a jerk. I don't know why he said it. I was pissed.
Well, because he probably believes that it happened.
Well, then he's stupid as hell.
Were you on a date, yes or no?
No, it wasn't a date at all. I went out with a friend.
Mm-hmm. And where did you go with this alleged friend?
I went to a bar.
And you guys went in the same vehicle, is that right?
We took a cab there. We took a cab back.
You took a cab there. You took a cab back. Giving the impression, Terry, that they're entering and exiting.
Oh, yeah.
As a couple.
You guys.
The cab driver burned the back
being
seat,
smart, knowing that they're going to go out drinking and such, that they don't want to drink and drive, and probably it's more convenient.
Cab driver just pushed his car right into the river after they got out, Terry.
Gonna need a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Walking home.
Gay.
What?
Let's get to the bottom of this, please. When did you find out that you were being accused of date raping this guy that you went and left the club with?
Thursday morning when I took him home.
I thought it was Thursday night that you guys went out.
So it was what?
Friday morning.
So Friday morning, he accused you of date raping him. Well, how come? I thought we talked to you on Friday. How come we didn't hear anything about this then? You didn't take it seriously then? Now there's a formal charge against you?
No, he was the guy that when I went in my bathroom and I was yelling. And you
that's right. You said there was somebody there.
Yeah,
he
was out,
yeah, he did.
was out on the couch sleeping.
Yeah, I remember that.
So was he being serious when he accused you of being a date rapist and date raping him, or was he joking around with you?
No, he was serious. He hasn't talked to me since Friday morning.
Well, why would you want to talk to a date raper?
No kidding.
He's doing.
I didn't do it.
Why would you want to talk to a person who date raped?
I didn't do it.
Wait. Oh, why won't he talk to me anymore?
But he puked all over your stuff, though,
geez.
right?
What?
He puked all over my stuff. He puked all over me.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I
Two guys,
remember.
one finger.
I remember Gay saying that because he asked me when we were instant messaging one another.
2 guys, 1 glory hole.
Oh, stop that! That he needed to find a laundry place.
I don't want to hear anything about your seedy social life, Gay, where you're throwing up on each other and
that's the new fetish.
and calling it a party.
Sound like that. That's not how it happened.
Well, what happened? Give us the non-stomach turning variety of the story.
All I know is I don't...
See, you don't know enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got so drunk that you don't even know what happened.
I do know that I don't drug people. If I was going to drug somebody, you know what? I'm the bottom.
Oh, geez.
If I'm going to
So wait a
drug
minute.
somebody,
Wait
they're
a
not
minute.
going to do what I want to do.
Wait a minute. He accused you of drugging him. Is that right?
Yes.
He accused you of, when he wasn't looking, slipping him some kind of roofie situation, a Mickey-ish type apparatus in his drink.
He asked me how he ended up in my bed.
Oh, jeez.
And I said, you know what?
Good
I don't
question.
remember coming home, let alone getting in bed. The only thing I remember is waking up at 3:29 in the morning with this guy laying on top of me throwing up.
Oh, nasty.
On top of you,
He was
throwing up?
actually in the process of throwing up when you woke up?
Oh,
Yes.
Maybe he caught a glimpse of your boobs.
wow.
Yeah, because in the wrong light, Gay. I mean, that would make anyone want to vomit. But, so you woke up to the sounds of him and the actual act of him doing that, and then to add insult to injury, Terry, when they clean themselves off, he's realizing he's being accused of date raping the guy.
No, I made him move to the couch so they wouldn't throw up on my bed again. I gave him a bowl so if he had to get sick, he'd have it. And then the next morning,
Very
after
friendly.
I was done talking to you guys, I said I have to go because the guy that found my phone that I left in a cab called.
Oh, that's
You made a quick getaway. I don't know. The jury may see that as a quick getaway.
No, and I said,
You may
I
have to go to
get
court.
My phone. Do you want to ride home? And he said, yeah. And he goes, how did I get in your bed? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember coming home.
How do you think you hold up behind bars, Gay?
And then he said, I feel like I was drugged last night. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And
What?
he gave me this dirty look. And he's like, how did I end up in your bed? I said, dude, I did not do anything.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
So are you really bothered by the fact that you're even just being accused by
Yes,
this?
because that's not the kind of thing I would ever do.
Hold on, wait a minute. I just got
Save it for the judge.
a piece of his little live journal that he wrote about in this. Yeah, he's not happy.
What if this guy is, as we speak, down at the local police precinct for filing charges, or at least getting the word out there that he was date raped, and now you'll have to be brought down and getting a lawyer and having to defend yourself to keep yourself a free man. Is that something you're worried about?
I'll get people that saw him that saw how drunk he was. I'll get the receipt from the grocery store where he bought the 2 bottles of wine that he drank before we went out.
Wow.
Circumstantial evidence is not going to hold up. Go ahead, keep going.
No, but that's the whole thing. He drinks 2 bottles of wine before we even go out, and then has drinks at the bar, and then accuses me of making him sick because I drugged him, and he doesn't remember
And he
coming
feels
back.
raped?
He was freaking drunk.
Oh,
That
geez.
wasn't my fault.
And this was the angry exchange that you had with him as he was leaving your apartment. Is that right? And you haven't spoken to him since. Well, should we call him right now or what? You haven't spoken to him since he made those accusations?
No, I want to talk to him.
I signed online yesterday, and as soon as he saw me sign on, he signed off.
I do that all the time when I see you sign on.
I'm used to that. You're a total prick all the time.
Oh, wow. So this was a good friend of yours up till Thursday
I
night.
thought he was. I mean, we've hung out the last 3 months. We talk every day on the phone, or we see each other.
Have you already established a nasty little sexual relationship between you and him? You've never had sex.
No, we've done nothing sexual. He's
You just know
been
it's a good friend. Yeah.
Has he slept over your place before?
No, he's been over here like 3 times watching TV. That's it.
Is he the guy? Is it the same guy who like gets too touchy-feely with you that you didn't like?
No, it's a totally different guy.
What if out of the woodwork now a whole slew of people start coming to the forefront saying they were date raped by gay phone operator? Is that something?
I'm the one that wants to get someone to drug me and take me home. I would do that.
So next best thing, because no one's doing that, is you doing the date raping and the drugging.
No,
If I drugged somebody
him.
and took them home, they wouldn't be able to do what I want them to do.
Doesn't mean you don't have other fetishes that you can do after you date rape and drug somebody.
Bad excuse.
Do you really think Gay is dragging somebody into his bed?
Maybe he's typically a bottom in the homosexual world, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have other interests that he can drug someone and get his little jollies.
But he does not like exercise, and he doesn't like to lift things, and that
you have to lift the person who was drugged.
You think, and somebody who's really
just lay him in bed, right? That's what he said.
But you got to get him in there.
Come on, walk to the cab. You're almost there.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Unwittingly touches his anus.
His anus. I know you feel a little tingling in the legs, but just keep it moving. Keep it moving. We're almost there to the cab.
Come on.
Smile for the bouncers.
Come on, God. I want nothing else in life but this to happen.
Are you going to give us this guy's number so we can hear his side of the story or what?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No,
why all of a sudden you have the sad voice going on again?
I believe you, Gay.
Because it makes me feel really bad that somebody would actually think that I would do that to them. Somebody that I've spent a lot of time with and made friends with.
Yeah.
And then he's going to say that crap?
Well, he's saying it because he actually believes it.
Well,
if you believe somebody date raped you as much as you thought they were a friend, you would be someone would be vocal about it, wouldn't you?
Well, then have him go to the hospital and get a rape kit done on him.
Oh, I love a nice rape kit. Mm-hmm. That's what I want for Christmas Day. Anyway.
Well, that's what you
what
do.
What does that include? Like
they
swabs and stuff?
your little area where you've been
nasty.
raped. And then they ask Dave for some DNA of his own, and bam, there
Just
you go.
call the bathhouse and get it from there.
He's a legend there. Anyway, Gay, why do you say that wouldn't be a good idea? Is your lawyer advise against you having...
I haven't talked to a lawyer. I don't need a lawyer. I didn't do anything.
Well, let's find out then why this guy has got the wrong impression of what happened the other night. Let's call him up. You said you wanted us. You've been trying to find him, and he hasn't.
No, I've not been trying to find him. I've left him alone.
When you signed
on, he's going to log off when he sees me log on. He doesn't want to talk to me. There's nothing I can do about that.
Log.
But you're obviously a little bit bothered by the fact that...
I'm very bothered by it.
Would you be bothered if somebody accused you of rape and you know you didn't do it?
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
If you didn't do it, then what's the big deal? Move on with your life. Get nothing to worry about.
Well, still, come on. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I doubt you would move on.
I'd move on to a different country, but...
Yeah, exactly.
I'd move on.
Well, I think you should be ready to hash this out and clear your good name, like you have a good name, and have us call him on the air. Why are you all reluctant to do that? Give us his number. Let's figure this out. Maybe he'll give us are you afraid he'll give us a shred of evidence that you don't want on the air that could prove without a shadow of a doubt that you are a date rapist?
No, I'm not afraid of that because it didn't happen.
But you recognize when you drink, you get pretty touchy, and you're always touching people against their will. You
I
recognize
do that, but I don't bring people into my bed.
Yeah, you can't say for sure what the hell. You can't say for sure what happened because you don't remember a damn thing.
No, I don't remember coming home. I don't remember getting in bed, but I didn't give him a goddamn drug.
Okay, you don't need to. All right. Anyway, so what were you drinking? He had his 2 bottles of wine. He had a reason for being all passed out. What were you all passed out on?
I didn't drink anything at home before we went out. When we got to the bar, I had like 3 pineapple upside-down cakes.
Jesus
Wow, that's a drink?
And then he had some drinks at the bar, too. God damn.
Well, very friendly people that go to your establishments. Anyway.
Pineapple upside-down cake drink?
They did the same thing in the bar still. Anyway, that's very exciting, Gay. Now, are you ready to have us call him and try to see what the other side of the story is, or what?
I really don't care.
All right, then if you don't care, then give us his number. Hang on. Pasty on that. See if this guy wants to talk.
He has a little live journal. Woo!
Although rape victims, Terry, should not be identified. So, hopefully we can talk to this guy without getting his name out there.
Okay.
You're supposed to protect a rape victim, Terry.
I want to know if he went to the hospital and had a rape kit done, all that stuff.
Because Gay, rape victims are entitled to their their identity being concealed and their privacy given the situation. You understand that, right? This man being a rape victim is entitled to not say his name on the air and all that stuff. You understand?
Then give him a fake name. I really don't care.
What do you care about right now?
Nothing.
You're a little bothered by this?
They can always go see his photo on my live journal. I don't care if they know who he is. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being accused.
Tired of it.
It just happened, Thursday night? It's not that... How long you been accused?
Well, but for him to, I mean,
have
obviously,
you been accused in the past?
Friday morning,
he posted it on your bulletin and things like that, so it's out there.
That's pretty much my only point
here, Terry. So that's a public,
why was
accusation.
This,
that's wrong.
Why was this a bulletin on my MySpace page?
Because it goes out to everybody on my friends list.
It didn't go to me. I didn't get it.
You're not. It went to yours and Steven's MySpace.
Well, Terry, you better look harder. It's probably there.
Yeah. But Gay, you're saying you don't remember anything that happened that night, so then you may not remember giving him a drug.
Hey, Pasty,
well,
call this guy.
I can give people drugs!
Call this guy and see if he wants to talk.
That you know of.
See if he wants to come on. Tell him we have Gay on the line and we want his side of the story. See if he wants to come on.
I wish people would give me drugs when I get drunk.
The poor guy, Terry, has been through enough.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want
poor guy, whatever.
Well, if you were date raped by a gay phone operator, are you kidding? I don't think
I would. Come on. Innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk to this guy and,
Well, I don't think you'd hold up well in jail, Gay.
Pasty may get a blind date out of this.
Oh, my God. I'm not that desperate.
Oh, jeez.
I'm talking about you.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your date rape victim. Let's hear Pasty talk to him. Pasty, you getting a hold of him?
Listening to some hold music here.
Oh, I bet it's interesting.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well. All right.
That was loud.
So he's not answering, or what? Do you know the best way to get a hold of him, Gay? Are you really giving us the best way to get in contact with this man, or what?
I only have a cell number.
Well, the only way you know how to contact this man is when you're date raping him!
3, 2, 1.
What's the story, Gay? Let me tell you right now, if you're guilty, you better admit it right now, and maybe there'll be a little leniency tacked on to your sentence. Maybe they'll recognize that you're coming clean, and they'll scale down the sentence that they give you. Like Michael Vick that just came down the wires, Terry. 23 months he got.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to do all the right things after he realized he had done something pretty damn wrong there. So maybe you should take a page out of the Michael Vick book, realizing drugging someone is not often received very well. Come clean about it, and then you'll be dealt with a little bit more leniency. Is that something you'd like to do right now, Gay?
I don't have anything to come clean about. I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the most shocking allegation that you may touch somebody when you're drunk. Who doesn't want it?
Okay, no.
Right?
Touching somebody when I'm drunk is different than giving them a drug and getting them in my bed. I didn't do that.
How could two guys who are completely faded to have just oblivious to the world get themselves even back to, well, I guess I've done things that...
Yeah, you can get there, but I doubt that, yeah.
And sometimes you just have no memory of things that you did that seemed
little sign of alcohol.
Very functional, but...
So was she really fat or no? I don't remember.
Oh, geez. Not fun enough. Anyway, Pasty, any luck or what? Where we at? He?
No, I tried a couple more times. Nothing.
I don't think you're trying hard enough.
Oh, well, I can do it again.
Oh, jeez.
I was drunk enough to leave my phone in the cab.
Mm-hmm.
You got it back, obviously.
So he was... Terry, it sounds to me like he was so feeling the guilt and so wanting to make sure that he wasn't discovered for the plot that he was having unfold right before his eyes right there that night, that in the nervous panic of that moment, he left his phone in the cab, Terry. That's what it sounds like to me.
Very mentally distracted.
Come on.
Got it. That makes sense.
Leaving evidence at the scene of the crime.
Oh, stop it. God.
That's what that sounds like to me.
And by the way, I think that Gay would have slipped him. If Gay were to slip him any type of drug, he would have done it prior to them even going out or anything like that, and they would have never ended up going out. If the guy drank...
I wonder if we analyzed that phone, Terry, if it had a little chocolate coating.
Oh, man.
He was at my house for 5 hours before we even went out.
Yeah, so...
5 hours. That's a hell of a pre-funk.
Maybe you got rid of the phone because you had done things with it in the cab that you knew you didn't want to hold on to that bit of evidence.
Oh, my God.
All right, listen, you better get yourself a good lawyer, buddy. Because if this guy's really serious about accusing you, you never know. All right, if you want to say something in your own defense right now, what would it be? Go ahead. The floor is yours.
It didn't happen.
Make a final statement to the jury.
I'm not that kind of person. I don't give people drugs. I don't take drugs.
Oh.
I don't have the money to buy drugs.
Okay. Hey, you never know. Maybe one of your other buddies at the club handed you it, and you didn't know who to use it on, so why not a close friend that you came with, and before you know it, the whole situation got away from you, and now you're being accused of being a date rapist when it's not normally part of your personality profile. Is that possible?
No, it's not possible. I didn't do it.
Uh-huh. All right.
That is the worst part about drugs, is that they cost money.
All right, Gay. We'll have to believe you until now, because as Terry pointed out...
Yeah, it sounds like you believe me. Thanks a lot.
Well,
Thanks a hell of a lot.
I believe you.
Oh, geez, he hung up on us, Terry. I was about to say, I saw this coming a mile away.
Oh, yeah, no question.
It's only a matter of time before his freakiness started just unraveling.
I know where the term cover your ass came from.
Oh, jeez. Come on, he knows he knows that we're just having some fun here. We know that he's not a rapist in all likelihood.
No, but I don't know about a rapist, but he's pretty touchy.
Well,
I mean, if you were completely drunk and you passed out at his house for whatever reason on his couch, and he was drunk too, would you be shocked? Fine. Would you be shocked if he touched you?
You know, I don't feel very comfortable with any of this conversation or this hypothetical. Thank you so much.
So it sounds like you wouldn't be shocked.
I don't even know what you said. I don't even want to acknowledge what you said, all right?
You can use me.
I don't want to use you either.
It's not shocking if he gets drunk and touches somebody against their will. To me, that's not shocking.
Well, what do you think about his whole state of mind there, Terry?
Well,
wavering from sadness to anger. What do you make of that?
Of course.
I didn't do it.
It doesn't
He's
matter.
hurt because somebody that he thought was a friend has accused him of something.
How can he go from 1 minute, damn you, to, I didn't do it. What does it matter anymore?
I'm tired of it.
I'm just tired of all these. I'm tired of talking about it. Who you been talking about it with? Well, it looks like the gay phone operator. What was the ham sandwich release party? Yeah. The gay phone operator get out of jail party is about maybe 3 to 5 years away.
Nah, we're good. I think we're busy that day, right?
All I needed to convey, Terry, is I don't want to see this on my MySpace ever again.
Okay.
Right next to a picture of my 9-month-old son. Do I need that?
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
The T-Man Show.
Yeah. You feel like you know someone, you've been friends with them for years, then you wake up to the reality of who they really are. When the chips are down, they resort to these kind of tactics. My gosh, date raping someone out there that you called a friend. That is just unacceptable behavior, Gay, and we're almost embarrassed that we've ever had you as part of the program. But that's pretty much every day. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Let me go to OSHA. Is it OSHA? Asha? What's Asha. What's up, Asha?
What's up?
How are you, baby?
I'm all right. How are you, T-Man?
Good. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to... I kind of have two sides on this whole date rape thing because, you know what, I was trying to be friends with Gay on the phone last night through text message. I thought maybe, okay.
You're friends with gay phone operator, too? You were talking to him last night, or what?
I was talking to him last night. I was texting him.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, maybe I should hit him up and see maybe if he smokes. And maybe we could get together and we might smoke or something.
You're not talking cigarettes. You're talking about a little weed, a little between friends, or what?
A little bit of marijuana,
yeah. I understand. See, Gay's very friendly with a lot of the listeners out there, Terry. He makes himself very available. But everyone better be a little bit more reluctant to get so close to this man when he's doing such unexplainable type things, Terry. Just...
Well...
Yes,
That's
Asha.
what I called about. Because then Gay starts bashing me, calling me, you're a druggie, and blah, 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 blah. And I tried to explain to him,
How about the nerve of that, Terry? Isn't that typical, accusing people of the things that you've recently been involved with, trying to take the spotlight off yourself?
Exactly.
It's the reason fat people hate other fat people. No, I'm not as fat as that guy.
Well, Osha, I apologize on behalf of Gay Phone Operator, who has been a regular caller on this program from way, way back, for him calling you a druggie like that. It's just unacceptable, and you understand now, given this story that we delved into, as to why he's so on edge these days. He realizes he's just, maybe even seconds from having the authorities come with a search warrant and doing who knows what needs to be done to take him down and Get him to the station, Terry. Maybe he puts up a fight.
Oh,
maybe he struggles. Maybe
geez.
a tranquilizer dart, an elephant dart, Terry, something like that.
Oh, geez. So this girl talking to Gay, trying to...
Just want to smoke a little weed with him. It's a little friendly moment between listeners, Terry.
It is.
And then she has to hear that Gay's accusing her of being a druggie?
Yes.
Does she need that, Terry?
Over and over again, he's texting me talking about you're a druggie, all this stuff, and I kept trying to tell him that's not the situation.
No, the situation
is what, Gay?
When I said I don't do pot and called you a druggie, you said it's not a drug, it's medicine. And I said, what do you mean
use it as a
medicine?
drug. I use it as medicine. I tried to explain to him.
The point
I
is,
smoke like 5 blunts a day.
the point is, why are you accusing her of being anything? Why are you in the?
I can send you text messages.
Trying to get me to smoke with her and asking me.
So
if I
what?
want
Sounds like a nice gesture to me. She was reaching her hand out in friendship to you, trying to be social, and you're calling her a druggie.
Well, he does
smoking out for free. Take it.
Drugs. And she said it's not a drug, it's medicine.
What is
and
it?
I said, what disease do you have? And she goes, oh, I don't have one. It just makes me calm. And
I didn't say that it makes me
not
calm. I
upset.
said it doesn't make me feel so sick anymore.
I'd much rather be a druggie than a date rapist. I'll tell you that right now.
What disease do you have? And she said, I don't.
Don't have a disease.
So nice.
So it's not medicinal.
It's so nice that you're so cordial to these listeners that are trying to befriend you, Gay. Heaven forbid anyone tries to be nice to you. This is what they get, huh?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Then I asked him why he's so hostile. He's like, I'm not hostile. He is. He was like yelling at me through text.
She said, if I was a gay man, would you talk to me this way? I said, yeah, I'd say the same thing to any druggie that messaged me.
That's nice.
Ever, because I'm not a druggie, though.
No, you just smoke a ball throughout the day to get by. Yeah,
One
you're
ball,
a
okay,
druggie.
so...
Who cares?
Meanwhile, you got yourself. He got himself into such an alcoholic stupor the other night, Terry, that he has the audacity to call anyone a druggie.
Yeah.
He got himself in a situation where he can't even remember anything about the night. He's being accused of being a date rapist, and he has the audacity to call her a druggie, Terry? Does that seem a little bit off?
Let's again compare this thing real
And
quick.
what?
The guy,
and what, Gay?
Alcohol's legal.
Oh, okay.
and he's not doing it every single day just to get by. That's what his point
He's
is.
being social, yes.
Right.
Terry, are you taking his side?
I'm just,
Sounds like it a little bit.
I'm just
Terry
saying.
takes the side of anyone that's not a woman. Yes.
Yeah.
Because Terry hates women, and
Gay's pretty womanly.
Terry, she was just trying to befriend him and have a little social moment with him. It's a nice gesture.
Well,
And look what
in
you got
fact,
for it.
yes, I do kind of agree with Gay. When you are a person who needs
Who cares? Just
marijuana
say no, I
just to
pass.
get by,
Just say, fine, that's
there's-
fine, I
there's
pass. You don't have to
issues
call her
there.
names. Who cares? She's trying to be nice.
Once I said I wasn't interested, she didn't need to keep paging me back and forth saying, oh, I do it for this reason. Oh, I do it for this. I said, you're a druggie. I don't want it. Thanks.
Cool.
Hey,
Nice.
I was not trying to.
Oh,
make
okay, you know what?
do
Don't
the
worry.
drugs.
Don't worry. Oh, sure.
Just saying, if you did, we could get together and do that. And then you started calling me a druggie, and I was just trying to explain to you how I wasn't a druggie. I was
It
always
sounds like she's got some
yeah,
good stuff, too, Terry, because she gets it for medical reasons. When you get it for medical reasons, you get a better stash. Anyway, a lot of times. So we'll make up and compensate for Gay's harsh treatment of her by getting together with Osha at some time in the future, and we look forward to that.
Oh, there you go.
In the meantime, here's another person who wants to comment on the Gay date raping allegation.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What's cracking?
You went to high school with this man, W.
Yeah.
I'm almost ashamed to say.
He's looking at you in gym class.
But I can't say I've known gay food operator for 9-10 years now. Not really tightly, but just through our little deal through the show, whatever.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say I think that gay is liar.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I've been fucking around you, Tuffy, and I haven't touched you.
That's why he has all this audacity towards everybody. Anybody that's doing good, he hates them.
Wow.
I think he's so sexually frustrated that, the dude is so hammered, he didn't know what he's doing.
So Dumpy's
He got there-
finding motive. Dumpy has picked out the motive here, that he's so sexually frustrated that he has no choice but to get men in compromising positions like this to get his rocks off, Terry.
Exactly.
I'm sure Gay has sized you up over the past number of years, saying, he would look extra high with a little roofie in his drink, wouldn't he?
He has, man. He's made advances toward me, everything. But he knew if he touched me, I would beat his fat ass.
Oh, that's just
You're just afraid you'd like it and want more.
Yeah, whatever, Gay. Whatever. Yeah.
It's over, Dumpy.
And don't blame alcohol on the excuse why the dude threw up. I know why he threw up, Gay.
Oh, jeez.
Because he woke up and your dick was on his forehead.
Oh, my gosh, that is just not necessary. Okay.
Oh, it's kind of a good reason.
Yeah, Gay, is that by any chance the reason why your friend was...
I didn't do it. I'm tired of being accused, and I'm not going to be ridiculed anymore for them. Have a good fucking day.
Oh, man. That's not nice. I don't think he needs to... He knows better than to swear at us, Terry. And to say things that can't be aired. Now, listen... Can't we poke a little fun at Gay phone operator given the situation? We're not the one accusing him of date rape, by the way.
But I think that really, truly, he's just really, and he's
cracking
hurt,
under the pressure. He's hurt.
And he's angry that he's been accused of something that
the person who's accusing him of date rape is not just doing it for jollies, Terry. He's doing it because he really feels like something might have went down there.
Well, I mean...
I think if I get accused of date rape, I'm not going to tell 400 people on my MySpace friends what happened. I'm going to be a little embarrassed.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to hide from it.
Why am
he
I...
Loves
well,
it.
but
he loves it. Why am I saying a message?
But some would also say just the opposite. That knowing that they didn't do anything, they're going to go ahead and tell everybody so that,
I don't know.
They didn't do it.
He loves it.
I think that maybe some would say that if you went ahead and hid, that the accusation is true. I think the guy not, answering his phone call and stuff like that.
He had to know that if he posts a message on my MySpace, some bulletin on my MySpace saying that he's been accused of date rape, that I'd probably see it, and if I saw it, I'd probably bring it up on the air.
Right.
So he must have put this all together, Terry.
Right.
And for Hotshot to say that he loves every second of this is not a stretch. All right, so now don't all of a sudden feel like you should feel sorry for him because we're coming down on him for being a date rapist.
Yeah. He knows what he's getting into when he sends you a bulletin. You do have a radio show where you can talk about stuff. He loves
it. Jerome in Napa, hello. Jerome, are you
there? Didn't rape anybody, come on.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no.
I don't know, I'm on the fence. And Jerome, you based that conclusion on what?
Just from knowing him a little bit and emailing him back and forth. He's a really good guy. I just really don't see it.
So you've been in contact with him. Gay does make a lot of contact to a lot of listeners out there.
He's been nothing but the best. He really has.
Oh, geez. Maybe you want to, stop it at that. And, all right, so how long have you and him been in communication?
Only for about 2 or 3 weeks right now.
All right, so you know him inside and out, obviously.
Long time, long time.
And you've never met him in person, obviously, right?
I have not, no.
You're in a different state than him.
Yeah, my wife's getting a little bit jealous because I'm talking with him back and forth so much.
Yeah, I would think my wife would be a little... If I'm just the average guy out there and I'm married, I would think my wife would find it a tad bit peculiar that I have this ongoing, running conversation with Gay phone operator from the T-Man in the Morning Show. I think that is not something that is kind of out of bounds.
Yeah.
What are you feeling as far as a need when you communicate with Gay? Just being friends or what? Or is it more? Does it go deeper than that?
Oh, yeah.
Simply friends.
Does he offer you something that your wife couldn't possibly give you there, Jerome?
Sending the Christmas card out was not a good idea.
I don't know what Christmas card he's referring to, Terry, but this must be a little inside little moment between Jerome and Gay.
I guess so.
This is like have a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. They may have a lot of inside moments to come, Terry.
I love you too, Terry.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Hey, don't you think a wife would have a reason to be kind of weirded out by your husband constantly being online and having instant message chatting or whatever kind of chatting going on with Gay phone operator?
Sure,
I mean,
she would feel
fine.
uncomfortable, sure.
Fine, you could say, all right, they're just friends.
Yeah.
But isn't there that part of you that's like, who did I marry?
Jeez, I think probably your wife or girlfriend probably say that all
Wouldn't
the
that
time.
be normal, though? Would that be abnormal to think that if your husband is sitting chatting away 3 weeks straight and is loving every second of his new friend, Gay phone operator?
Right.
It's very normal to have that party to be like,
right.
Who did I marry?
Small part, but yes, there's definitely a part.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome, some gay phone operators on the phone for you?
Oh, jeez. And then He's actually left about 17 messages for you this week. You're a little peculiar, don't you know?
The T-Man Show.
Merry Christmas from the Cruises.
Oh,
Tom
good,
and Katie are all set to celebrate their second holiday with Little Surrey.
Holiday's official now. We got the Merry Christmas from the Cruises, Terry.
Oh,
Yes.
shoot.
Tom, Katie, and Surrey have sent out their Christmas cards,
Now
apparently.
Extra uncovers their special greeting.
Yeah.
Reports say Mrs. Cruz designed this burgundy cream and brown card.
Oh, yeah.
It's signed Love, Tom, Kate, Bella, Connor, and Surrey.
Tom loves the brown part the best now.
Oh,
These Christmas cards are coming in more furiously this year to my home than ever, Terry. I don't know. I mean, I am aware that Christmas cards have kind of been around for a little bit of time, but they're more popular. I'm talking about the ones, especially with the pictures of the family. With the internet, it's so conveniently easy to put a picture of your family. All these websites that are available, they can put collages together for you. What are some of those sites that are out there?
Like Shutterfly.
Shutterfly will put a collage of your family together for you.
It's really easy.
So now everybody does it.
Sure.
Even people that I haven't even talked to in so long. I'm getting, like, Christmas cards for them, and I don't know.
I won't be sending you any then, I guess.
What am I supposed to do with it? Am I supposed to, like, keep it for a while, chuck it right out? What do you do?
It's really weird. I don't know how long to keep it either.
It's fine.
I do have these coasters you can put little pictures in, so at the end of the year for New Year's, I cut everybody's Christmas cards out, cut their faces out, and stick them in the coaster.
There you go.
I do appreciate people sending them to me.
Put your drink right on top of their face.
Yeah, right on Terry's kids.
There you go.
Right there.
Well, see, it's not me. That is one thing I don't do.
You're not sending out Christmas cards?
No, I am, but I do just the kids. I don't do.
Yes.
Jesus, I don't include the husband.
Well, why don't you include the husband?
Because
You're a handsome duo. Why don't
Nobody
you?
really cares. To
Yeah,
see
they
us.
do.
We're fine. It's all about the
I
kids.
want to see you more than your snot bubble kid.
Not so snot.
They're fine, but we want to see the whole family.
Oh, same as
They look the same as last year. Big deal.
I want to look at your picture and see, like, evaluate whether you guys are as happily married as ever. I could get that off from a picture, Terry.
Can you now?
Yes, especially if you include a collage of pictures, Terry. Then I could look and see if your husband's like rolling his eyes in one of the pictures.
Middle finger up behind her.
That is nice.
Don't exclude the picture of you and your husband in your Christmas card.
Oh, well.
People do love it now, though. It is getting a little too much.
It's over the top. We're not sending out any Christmas cards this year.
You're not?
No, we did it last year. It's
Really?
Enough. It's enough. Once every 5 years.
Once every 5 years.
Once every 5 years makes sense because the kid looks different.
Right.
I also include a big letter that tells everybody.
Oh,
what
that's
we've
the
been
worst.
doing.
Really? A State of the Union
my
address. This is what's
gosh.
happened to my family over the past year. That is the most pretentious, the worst.
Well, but I do it because there's a lot of like family
So many
and
goings
friends
on in your
that
family.
We
You
don't
gotta keep
talk
everyone
to all the
updated.
time. Right.
This year, I finished a whole Sudoku book while taking a dump. It was the best year I've ever had.
You think people care about you that much that they want to read your State of the Union address?
I hate those.
Oh, the worst. And Jamal got another tooth this year.
All right.
Oh, please.
Where's the fireplace?
Nobody cares. They
I glue it in there, so you have to throw it
Okay, where's the fireplace?
If they cared, they would call you to find out what's going on.
People are busy.
If your
You
friends
don't
know what's
tell me
going
you
on.
really don't do that.
I
Don't tell me you really
do.
do that. You
I
actually
do.
sit there and type on your computer
Yes.
an updated
I
little
do.
story of what's going on with your
Yeah.
family.
Please tell me if
man.
somebody proofread it.
The only thing that people get out of that is a moment to just sit and make fun of you guys.
Well, then, believe me, I receive them too from people.
I know
so.
you do. People do that stuff.
Yes, so I'm not the only one.
Oh, it's so just nauseating. Anyway.
How about we just take you guys off our list altogether?
Terry, I want to be on
no,
your list.
I don't want you on my
I'll
list
tell you what
anymore.
I want.
Because, you're going to sit there and make fun of all the letter
Well,
that I
I'll
send
make
you,
fun of your letter,
and
that's
my
for sure.
pictures and
I'll definitely make fun of your letter.
I'll make fun of the typos.
But I will.
I don't have any.
I will look at your pictures with a lot of anticipation, Terry, and I want to see you and your husband included in the pictures.
So you can see if he's rolling his eye or got the middle finger in
just one eye.
behind.
Yeah, rolling his one eye, and then I'll put it right in my bird cage, and I don't even have a bird. Anyway,
so what's the point?
no, the point is that. Well, there is no point to your letter. That is just so.
Then I won't include a letter for you.
Oh well, you shouldn't include a letter for anyone. Trust
Well,
me, you're doing nobody a favor by putting that.
Well,
letter in there.
my relatives, I am.
If
Yes,
your
I do.
relatives don't know what's gone on with your family in the past year,
I
that
have
just
tons of relatives that I don't keep in touch with all the time.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. If they cared about what was going on with your family, they'd call you.
They would know.
They would know, or they would call
Not
you.
always true.
They obviously don't care.
That's not
It's a
true.
little bit of a bragging situation, it seems like, with most people. They want to impress their friends by what's going on this year in our lives. oh, we vacationed in the Bahamas again this year for the 4th time.
Well, I didn't do that, so it's just mundane things.
It's mundane. It's very interesting then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. I'm trying to warn you, Terry. I'm trying to warn you
I've
that
done it
people
for a long time, so nobody's complained.
Well, they're not going to complain to your face.
All right.
Make fun of you behind your back, though.
Okay, then. Again, you're off my list.
All right.
Both of you.
1-866-663.
It worked.
T-Man is the number to call. Jonathan, you're on the air.
You guys are so humbug, man.
No, it's not about being humbug. It's about being. It's about
just let us, those who enjoy doing that for just that moment.
Hey, I'm doing you a favor, Terry. I'm the only person in this world that'll tell you that everyone is either uninterested or only interested to make fun of your silly letter that you attach, and no one's impressed by all your accomplishments, and nobody roots for anyone to do well. Anyway.
Okay. That is true.
Unless you're doing really well for yourself, and who really can say that? Anyway, Jonathan, hello, yes.
Hey, how you all doing this morning?
Pretty good, Jonathan. What can I do for you?
Awesome. Hey, I was calling in hopes that Gay was still on the air.
Oh, jeez. Well, he's swore at us and left the airwaves.
Okay.
All right, well,
he said the F word to us in case you missed out on what he said to us. He said the F word and hung up the phone.
All right. Well, I didn't hear that part. I heard a part about, him and dump truck guy going on. Anyway, so I called in response to Asha. She was talking about her marijuana usage.
Her medical marijuana usage, yes.
And I'm actually calling because I served in this nation's military, and I'm actually part of that program where I get medical usage.
You was attacked by a cougar? What was it?
Guys.
Not the good kind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and but because he's saying anybody who does marijuana is
a druggie, yeah. Well, he's like a goody two-shoes in certain areas, and it really doesn't make any sense for him to be that way about anything, Terry.
Right.
No.
It's really when someone has the audacity to be all goody two-shoes and accuse you of stuff when what's really so great about them?
Yeah.
My gosh. How annoying is that?
It's very annoying.
Right. Does Asha really need to hear Gay phone operator calling her a druggie and looking down at her when he's the date rapist out there?
His drug of choice is Craigslist.
Yeah, I think it's pretty crappy.
So you're calling up to defend medical marijuana, is that right?
Well, I'm calling up on that, but also, is he going to call me a druggie because I'm also prescribed Percocet too?
All right. I know.
I would like you.
We're just going to be pretty much in awe of that situation. Now, what is your reason for being prescribed Percocet?
Well, when I was serving in the Marine Corps, I actually broke my feet.
Ouch.
Broke your feet?
So,
in the plural form, both feet, just kablooey.
Yeah, because they're still functional, but they're painful as hell.
Now, was it like a landmine situation or a bomb of some sort? Because how do both feet go at the same time? Other than that, I'm trying to figure out a reason.
This is going to sound painful.
Well, doing like artillery was what I was doing, so I had to run in front of the truck, and my feet got damaged on the rocks and dips and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the doc told me I had to go because my feet were all screwed up.
Can you walk or no?
I walk about. I can only stand for about 30 minutes at a time.
Well, I would think Gay has the ability to remove any type of druggy label when it pertains to you, given the circumstances. I would hope, Terry, that he wouldn't go accusing or calling Jonathan a druggie, considering why he needs his prescriptions.
Right.
Yes,
Wouldn't put it past him.
You never know, a Gay phone operator,
You
Terry.
never do. He's an angry
He's got
young
a
man.
lot of anger in his soul. Jonathan, we're not going to call you druggies, though. We're just going to call you up for, there's a lot of reasons. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just call me a mild user. How's that?
Oh, jeez. Well, I'll tell you, that, as I said, and maybe someone could confirm this for me, the medical marijuana that's prescribed is usually a better stash than this stuff you can get out there.
Okay.
It's good stuff from what I hear.
It's
good stuff from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have all different kinds. They have like the purple 4 days to live kind.
Purple 4 days to live.
Yeah, that'll really get you going.
If I had 4 days to live, I'd be smoking up every minute,
Mm-hmm.
What kind of Percocets we got there? Little fives, or what was the military offering?
Wow.
Okay, we can take this off the air.
What are you getting, Jonathan? What are you getting? What kind of high volume Percocet are you getting there?
It's about 6 milligrams of Percocet.
Okay. And how often do you have to take that? Twice a day?
I actually have to take it once every 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Jeez.
I have to take. I can take up to 2, but it's once every 4 hours. That's insane.
You start to build up some serious immunities to that, or what?
Not yet.
All right, good.
It still knocks me out pretty good.
All right, man. Thanks for the call.
All right, bye.
Don't let your phone number get to you.
Yeah.
He's just going on that adage of the best defense is a good offense, Terry. He knows that the walls are closing in on his freedoms, and he's kicking and screaming and fighting anyone that gets close to him right now, Terry. JR in Hayward, hello.
Hello?
Hello, JR.
What's up?
What can I do for you, sir?
Is it T-Man?
Yes, sir.
What is it, T-Man?
How you doing, man?
Man, I've been get a hold of you long.
Well, you barely got a hold of me now because I can only hear every third word of what you're saying right now, but hopefully the phone line gets a little clearer. What can I do for you, buddy?
No, trying to step what's up, man. I'm trying to, say, give a shout out on, see what's up. I've never been on the radio before.
Well, it's the first time for me on the radio this morning, too, by the way, just by coincidence.
JR's only on 66% today. So technically he hasn't been on.
So there's no topic or nothing you really want to discuss? You just wanted to come on and say hello and get your feet wet on the program? Is that the long and short of it, or what?
Nah, I wanted to voice a couple opinions. I wanted to voice a couple opinions.
All right, on what?
The whole date rape thing.
Yeah, you're pro or con date rape?
Yeah, he did it. Ain't no doubt about it.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, we shouldn't rush to judgment, of course.
No.
And the second opinion you want to throw out is on what subject?
The Christmas cards.
Christmas cards. What's your take on Christmas cards?
I hate Christmas cards.
Man hates Christmas cards.
Wow. All right, well.
Huh? You're off Terry's list.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, I just like them because my mom made us take the family picture and send out Christmas cards.
It always had a weird feeling for him, Terry, when he had to get all dressed up and be forced into this posture to take a picture that he wasn't interested in really taking because his mom was so on board with the Christmas cards.
Right.
It could be worse. His mom could be writing all kinds of embarrassing little notes and letters about all that's happened over the past year. And, we won the Little League Championship, and aren't we special?
That's really what it is, an aren't we special moment.
It's aren't we special?
Yeah.
Don't you wish you were us moment.
It's a little braggy, no question.
And at the end of reading every one of them, the answer to the question of don't you wish you were us is a clear no!
Wow.
Carl got a big promotion this year.
Oh, wow. Way to go, Carl. We always knew you were good for it.
Now we can buy that cabin at the lake that we've always wanted.
Oh, we bought a timeshare, and we're extra special this year.
Guys,
it's just so pretentious.
My kid's smarter than your kid.
Wow.
Watch this.
Lori was placed in gifted and talented classes again this year.
Again. Of course, again.
Of course Lori was.
Jeez.
She's so smart.
Once you go gifted, you never go back.
You tell me about how smart she is every Christmas.
Right.
God.
Terry, I want you to acknowledge how
Oh,
unnecessarily
my goodness.
nauseating these letters that people... Terry, luckily, most people will send the Christmas card, but most people won't attach the State of the Union of my family address.
Not my family.
My wife is pregnant, and the fetus can speak in Turkish. We can at least count to 10 and inside the stomach.
It's just unnecessary. Do yourself a favor.
How about I just,
Do every-
not even celebrate Christmas or anything? Just
Hey.
hide underneath the tree and
Don't
get
take it
underneath
that
the
way.
blanket.
Don't take it that way.
Nothing's cool in my life. And
Why-
I'm not proud of anybody
Why
or
does it have to
my
be that way?
kids or
Why
my
does it have to
family.
be that way?
Or my life. I'm not having a good life.
No
I'm,
one's-
I mean,
assuming-
boo, humbug. Yuck.
Boo humbug, not bah. No one's on the assumption that you're not proud of your life and things aren't going well. Everyone who knows you knows things are going well in your life. They don't need to read a letter to prove it.
You may want to check the card to see if it says boo humbug.
And it's not a one
Boo
or the
for life.
It's
Yuck.
not a one or the other situation. It's not either I send a letter or I don't celebrate Christmas. There's a lot of in between.
You guys don't want anything happy to go on because it's too pretentious.
That's not happy.
You're proud of what you've done or you're proud of your kids. You can't do that.
Our daughter built a space shuttle this year in the backyard.
Oh, well, we expected that. Yeah, she's so brilliant.
Yes.
And she got accepted to 9 colleges, and she decided not to go.
That's great. Well, I want to keep reading. Hold on. What else happened? Can't wait to hear. Lame.
She could have gone to Harvard, but she decided to go to community college instead because she's so brilliant.
That's right.
Jeez.
It's just so, transparent as far as just...
All right, so we won't be happy with our accomplishments in life.
No one said you shouldn't be happy with your accomplishments.
No,
Terry.
don't want. I mean, because if you brag about it and be happy
in your mind, in order to
celebrate, and you want to celebrate with those around you, because you're actually interested in their celebrations of what they've done.
Your mind, in order to be happy with your accomplishments, you got to put it in a letter for in your Christmas card.
Well, I do again. Like I said, there are extended family that I don't talk to every day or every year or anything like that. And I mean, what's unfortunate is that Hotshot really doesn't have a life, and we all know that.
Okay,
so there's nothing to be proud of in his life.
If having a life means writing a Christmas card about boring
he doesn't
details,
have kids. All he does is sit
you can't
around.
Have a life if you don't have kids.
If not writing a letter with your Christmas card means you don't have a life, Terry, well,
what does he do? Wow, sit around.
Well, that's why he doesn't write a letter. If he was doing something, he'd write a letter about it, of course.
All right, so if you get knocked up, you have a life, just so everybody knows. That's what
No.
Terry just said.
Okay, you know what? You guys are getting a little personal here.
Well, she said, I don't have kids, I don't have a
can see
life.
this getting out of
you
control.
don't. I mean, but all you do, you don't do anything outside of sitting in your garage smoking
That's
weed
true.
and popping pills.
So is that what it's all about with your Christmas card letter? Is it proving to everyone that you have a life? Is that what you have to do?
Again,
here's proof that I have a life.
Exactly. That's
I have
validation.
extended relatives that I don't talk to all the time.
What does that say
who
right there?
ask and say
Maybe they don't care. You ever think of that? They don't
and
talk
when
to you.
I
They
get,
don't care.
I mean, I even have a cousin who
Jesus.
she doesn't have any kids or anything, but
If they don't
she
call
lets
you, they
me
probably
know
don't care.
That's not true.
My bottom line here is, Terry, I have to side with Hotshot, and it was pretty much my original thought, that the Christmas card letter is unnecessary, unwanted.
Well, again, you're not getting it from me, so what do you have to worry about?
Do yourself a favor, though.
How about I will handle my own
Don't write
stuff.
it.
I'll write it all I want to. You just won't get it.
Save yourself the time. Well, if you're going to write it, I want it.
I'm not.
So
I'm
I
not
can make fun of
sending
it.
you
Why should everyone have
anything.
such fun that I don't get to have?
I'm not sending you anything.
Mm-hmm.
You just write it and look at your kids and go, job well done, honey. High five. We raise good kids.
I didn't realize how many accomplishments we had as a family this year until I wrote this letter.
It's amazing. It's unbelievable.
We are really getting it done around these parts.
Wow. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry.
But nonetheless, I want the card, Terry.
I'm not giving you.
I want the card, Terry. I want the card too, Terry. I don't want to be left out in the cold.
Not getting crap from me.
Don't write the letter down. If you write the letter, I want a first copy.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting invited to the White House before we get Terry's card. I have a feeling.
Jeez.
You want to talk to Mike, whose girlfriend cheated on him while he was in jail?
Sure.
Or Kelly, who's been married 10 years and her husband's hit. This is back full circle as far as the show's concerned. Her husband's hit her with the fact that he wants to have a threesome.
Wow, really?
Or Gay is definitely a date rapist.
Oh, yeah, that one. I like that one.
What else do we have on these phone lines here? I want to go to Muhammad in San Jose has been waiting a long time. Let's go to Muhammad. Yes, Muhammad. Muhammad, are you there? Muhammad!
All this time waiting.
Hello! I guess Muhammad is not there. He's been waiting about an hour, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad? I hear somebody there.
Yeah, I'm in love with
Oh, jeez.
I'm in love with the girl who's 32.
Good morning, Muhammad.
Yeah, good morning.
You want to say a little initial salutation to us, like hi or hello or good morning or nice to talk to you, Mr. T-Man, sir, or anything like that, or just start right in with it?
What's up, T-Man?
How are you, sir? Nice to talk to you. What's on your mind, Muhammad?
Okay, well, I'm in love with this girl who's 32, and she tells me she loves me.
How old are you, Muhammad? Just what, 14? What are we talking, 13? What?
No, I'm 24.
Oh, you're 24. All right, so it's not the most out-of-the-question relationship for a 24-year-old guy and a 32-year-old woman to be involved, right?
Yeah.
Have you had sex with this woman yet? Have you tossed that around or what?
Well, yeah. Well, we accidentally had sex.
You accidentally had sex?
Yeah, she stayed over. She came over.
Well, I guess it's kind of in. How do you accidentally have sex? Whoops.
Your peanut butter got in my chocolate.
Oh, jeez. What happened there that you accidentally had sex?
Well, I only know this girl for about a month.
Yes, but you accidentally had sex. Please explain.
Well, she slept over and I don't know, something happened.
Something happened that you don't know what it was?
Well, I wasn't trying to have sex and stuff. And
were you date raped yourself? Were you kind of like with that morning wood situation, and before you knew it, when you're waking up to smell the fresh coffee of the morning, she's riding you like a bandit on the way out of town, or what? What's the story?
Well, yeah, it was early in the morning. We were trying to wake up, and I guess
you had some of that early morning stiffness, and she took advantage of your early morning stiffness situation, or what?
It's the best part of waking up.
Well, Muhammad, listen, you threw out there that you accidentally had sex. I want to know what that means.
Well, okay, I wasn't trying to get into a relationship because I just got recently divorced with my wife.
Muhammad, you said you accidentally had sex with this 32-year-old woman. What does that mean?
What does it mean?
You said, one more time,
and I quote,
that you accidentally had sex with your girlfriend that you've been with for a month, that's 32 years old. What does it mean when you say you accidentally had sex with her?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to have sex, and then she wanted to do it, and...
Oh, so maybe you were coerced, but it wasn't accidental sex.
Yeah.
At some point, you decided to give in and have sex with her.
Yeah, I guess.
I
guess that's what happened.
Why do you sound so filled with regret? Was it a horrifying experience for you to have sex with this woman, or what?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
It was great, right?
It was exciting.
What positions did you guys do it in? What positions did you just take down this 32-year-old woman in?
Well,
were you on top of her? Were you behind her? Was she on top of you? Was it a combination of all the above? Was it something else? What was it?
Well, she was on top of me.
She was on top of you. And you were just taking it all in, or were you, what were you doing when she was on top of you? Were you playing with her boobies? Were you spanking? Were you slapping her ass? Were you grabbing a hold of her ass cheeks? What were you doing there, Muhammad?
It's kind of personal.
Oh, okay. So I'm being too personal. That's why you sound all quiet now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've pretty much already laid out the personal part. All I want is the remaining details.
Well,
were you twisting her nipples? What were you doing there, Muhammad?
Well, yeah, you could say I was playing with her nipples.
Her nipples. You like to focus on the nipples when. Okay, all right. So, all right, I got the visual now. So what's your question?
Okay, well, the question is, I know her for only a month, and we kind of met up in the men's bathroom at Denny's.
Okay, why was she in the men's bathroom at Denny's, I think is the logical question to ask at this point.
Well, I was drunk and she was drunk too, and she was at Denny's.
I mean, you really got to go with that moonsin over my hammy going right through you, Terry, and the women's bathroom is all filled. You'll go anywhere. Is that pretty much it, or what?
I wish there was a morning after pill for that. That really gets me.
Yes. All right, so your question is what now?
Well, anyways, I met her in the bathroom, and then from there we start talking and stuff, and then like the first time I dated her, she liked me and stuff, and then the second time I met her, she told me she loved me, and then I told her I didn't want to get into a relationship. We could be friends. But then she's telling me she wants to get into a relationship. She wants to marry me and stuff already.
Well, I know a lot of great relationships that started in the Denny's bathroom, so don't feel reluctant about that. You've already been married. Is that what you said? You've been married and divorced already in your life at age 24?
Yep.
All right, so you're not interested in rushing into a marriage. So don't let her rush you, it sounds like. Is that where you're at? You don't feel like you want to be rushed at this point in your life. She could understand that if you explain that to her, right?
Yeah, I did explain to her.
Just because she's some hard-up 32-year-old that feels like she found an interesting guy doesn't mean she has to get you to a point where you're feeling rushed. You don't sound like you have much of a backbone. I'm wondering about that there, Muhammad. Don't let her coerce you or strong-arm you into a serious relationship that you're not prepared to be in, Muhammad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So tell her, hey, let's wait about 6 or 7 years at least before I make a decision here. A month into a relationship is not a time for me to be figuring out whether I want to get married to you. That's the last thing I need right now. If you say those words, will she get upset or what? Will she beat the crap out of you? What will she do?
Well, no, she didn't beat the crap out of me, but I just,
took it seriously, yeah.
She got all emotional and stuff.
Oh, so you have told her these things, and she got a little bothered by this.
She got all emotional and stuff, and then I also found out that she had, she's also divorced. She got 2 kids.
All right. So it sounds like you're still in the get-to-know-you portion of your relationship. So last thing you need to be discussing is a marriage between you two, all right? And if she can't understand that, Muhammad, then you left her right where you found her, in the Denny's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Say, listen, honey, I'm salvaging you from a life of Denny's and who knows what else. And I'm trying to bring you up a couple of notches. And that's what you get from Muhammad. But if you keep pushing me, right back to the Denny's bathroom you go. All right? Say it like that, Muhammad.
Back to the... God, that sounds great.
All right?
Yeah, I guess.
Did that answer your question? What was your question, Muhammad? What's your exact question that you're having trouble with?
Well, I'm trying to tell her that I don't want to get into a relationship, and she's kind of really into it. And
All right. Well, let her think she's in a relationship, and you just do what you need to do to go about your business. Have some great sex that it sounds like she's willing to offer you, and see where it goes. If she gets all overly emotional, that's her problem. You're pretty much giving her a clear enough position on where you stand, right? You're not misleading her.
Yeah.
All right. Don't overthink it, okay, Muhammad?
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, Timur.
Does that make you feel better? All right? Oh, there he goes. Okay.
All right.
What the hell was that, Terry?
I don't know. I think maybe that he's feeling guilty because they already had sex, so...
She wanted it so bad, Terry.
Well, but he doesn't want to mislead her, and maybe she's
Well, how hard is it
assuming.
to not mislead her? I don't want to get in a relationship. How long does it take to say that, Terry? How long did it take me to say that?
Not that long, but it doesn't sound like he's, not everybody can be like you.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's a shame.
So blunt and forward and matter of fact.
Listen, how blunt and forward is it to say, I'm really not totally into the idea of getting into a serious relationship right now, but I love hanging out with you.
Well,
how difficult, how me-like do you have to be to say those words?
Guys are afraid because they're afraid that they'll cut the sex off and then you're stuck.
She ain't cutting the sex off. She needs it really bad.
Or that maybe she'll say to him, well, but you had sex with me, so you must like me and want to be in a relationship with me, that kind
Listen,
of thing.
you had sex with me. I haven't given you anything yet. You wait and see.
I thought Denny's only had pie in the glass case.
Not the hair pie. That's right there in the bathroom.
It's good to know.
Okay.
Order that next time.
I don't think you got to be forceful or anywhere near bold to say what needs to be said and still keep your relationship going. Well, then I'm not wasting time with you. Goodbye. All right, goodbye.
But
back to the single world of Denny's bathrooms to pluck another one out of there.
Wow.
Big deal.
But I think, too, it's probably not normal for a guy in that position to be as sensitive as he sounded. You know? I mean, he sounds like he's a little more of a...
meek guy?
Yeah.
All right, well, so what is he supposed to do?
Well, I'm just...
Supposed to, because he's meek, he has to be feeling like he's doing what she wants and be in a relationship that he's not interested in being in?
He just doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He's gone through enough as it is. And
whatever.
Yeah, nonetheless, Denny's has a kick-ass mozzarella stick. That's all I can stop thinking about right now.
And you know what? This is going to make great material for his State of the Union Christmas card letter.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
This is going to wow the people that open their mailbox and see his card. Oh, yes.
The T-Man Show.
Yeah. The best part about us explaining to Terry about the Christmas card letter that she's dying to write and send out this Christmas season is that...
The one I'm dying to read?
Yeah, is that she thinks we're wrong.
I know.
She's like, oh, these guys are wrong.
Right.
Everyone wants to read my letter. She really thinks that we're not right. Yes.
We're in the minority. For sure.
I don't care whether it's right or wrong. Those who are getting them are getting them, and that's all there is to it.
Your girlfriend cheated on you while you were in jail. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, that is right.
And you're angry about that or what?
Well, I've kind of moved past the point.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in for 20 to 30 years, you got to expect that she's going to stray maybe sometime during the course of that little sentence of yours, don't you think?
Well, I wasn't in there that long.
Oh, how long were you in there, Mike?
I was in there for 8 months.
8 months.
Jeez.
And should the average guy who goes to jail for 8 months, Terry, should he feel like his girlfriend is going to, without even a discussion had about the situation, but it goes without saying that she's going to be faithful to him and wait for, November when he gets out if he were to go in, February or something like that, or what?
Well, I'm sure he was hoping so, but...
But should it be expected, yes or no?
Well... Not really. You're going to jail.
Oh, geez.
Maybe if you
Terry. Mike, Terry's
break
not,
the law.
Terry's not sympathetic at all. She says this is what comes your way when you're a law-breaking citizen.
Lose your freedom and your girlfriend.
Who'd she screw? Anyone you know?
What's that?
Who did she have sex with?
Who did I have sex with?
No, who did she, when she cheated on you, who'd she have sex with? Anyone you know or no?
No, actually, it was nobody that I know. These guys were a bunch of
losers.
Bunch of losers, yes.
What's stopping these guys?
Mm-hmm. It's hard. It's hard to hear about it from your prison cell and call them losers.
Right.
Oh, those losers!
Yeah.
What did you go to jail for
Pretty
again?
standard, though. They're not usually winners when someone screws your wife.
What'd you go to jail for there, Mike?
3 years ago, I had a couple residential burgs.
Oh,
not good.
Burglaries.
Oh, birds.
With me,
What's wrong with residential birds?
The terminology for it is.
All right. So you did your little quick time, and now you're back out, and you still with that girl or no?
We're not together right now, but we're still talking and seeing each other.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're open to the idea of patching things up. Is that right?
Oh, I don't though, but I don't know what I should do.
I think you should.
She's got to do the same.
Terry's saying cut her some slack and understand that she was with her needs while you were in jail for 8 months there, Mike. It's not like she screwed your best friend or anything, right?
No, but wants to see she was seeing one of my best friends too. I was
All right. Well, that's a whole other story. All right?
What's that?
I don't have really a lot of time to break it all down now, Mike. Go with your gut, okay?
All right.
All right, buddy. Kelly, 10 seconds to tell us about your husband of 10 years. You've been married for 10 years, and your husband is hitting you up with the idea for a threesome, huh?
Yes.
And what is your reaction to this?
Excuse me?
What is your feeling on this?
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm not enough for him anymore.
Well, I don't think you ever were. But how long have you known this man that you've been married to 10 years?
12 years.
12 years. And how serious is he going to be, like, to the point where he is completely vacated the just entire marital situation that you're in? If you don't give him this threesome, he's going to be emotionally gone, or what is he saying to you?
He's just really curious. I mean, I told him that I was kind of bi-curious, and now he just wants to go all the way.
Well, what do you expect when you throw out the bi-curiosity bone in his direction? What do you expect him to follow up with? Well, let's have a threesome. Well, why do women do that, Terry?
I don't know.
I kind of find women attractive more and more these days. What do you expect to have happen when you say that to your husband of 10 years?
You can be bi-curious without cheating.
He's all comfortable with you. You throw out that you're more and more attracted to women these days. Of course he's going to throw out the threesome idea.
I'm not more and more attracted to women these days. I'm just saying I was, wondering what it would be like to be with a woman, but that doesn't mean that we have to go all that way.
Right.
Well, that's where I would take it. Anyway.
Well, that's where the husband
So
is.
is it going to happen or no?
Well, I don't know.
Sounds to me like a yes. It sounds to me like she's about 6 months away from being broken down completely, Terry. Because if she didn't give me the outright no, I would never do that with my husband because it would bug the hell out of me, or I'm just not into that idea of some woman having her hands all over my husband. She didn't say that. So they're 6 months away or less from having this threesome. So why not just not delay the inevitable and have the threesome this weekend? Why not just do that and give your husband a freaking break already? What do you think?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll wait 6 months then. Okay, very good. Kelly, thanks for the call. Call me back when I have more time. We'll discuss this in more depth, okay?
Okay.
Take care, baby.
Bye.
All right. She knows she's going to do it.
Oh, jeez. Don't.
So why put off for tomorrow what you can do today?
So if she goes ahead and does it, then she's not bi-curious anymore. She's just bi, right?
Oh.
Whoa.
She's officially dropped the curiosity part. Well, I don't know how much can really satisfy as far as the curiosity when it's a threesome. She would need a one-on-one, female-on-female experience to really have to drop the curiosity part of the label.
And really, that's,
I don't think the threesome necessarily satisfies all your curiosities. There's so many elements of the threesome that don't allow you to focus on all the curiosity that you've had. So the answer to your question is no.
She's still bi-curious when she has a threesome?
She's still bi-curious after she has the threesome.
I see.
The curiosity is still there, and it's still reasonable to call her bi-curious, yes.
She gets her full-on bisexual badge after a one-on-one experience.
She gets that badge, and...
Oh, man.
Okay.
She's going to wear it proudly.
Mm-hmm.
I earned this bisexual badge.
Again, another line to put in the Christmas update letter. I got my bi-curiosity badge.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Honey, did you read this part about the badge?
You like those letters now, don't you?
You're dying for next Christmas to find out what other badge of honor that she's wearing.
The T-Man Show.